What it do, familiar? What it do? What it What it What it What it do? What it What it do, familiar? It's your boy Taxi PNG. We are back at it again with another one. Today we're gonna be editing a client video. First we're gonna start off with a client's video because I'm about to edit a elopement session. I already kind of started it, so I just thought, why not go ahead and make this like a full, bada bing, bada bam, to be able to allow you guys to come along with me and watch the process. I may or may not really be talking too much, but you know, what it do, familiar. All right, so we about to go ahead and hop right into it. So I already started low key a little bit. You guys can't see this part of the timeline because I know my little thing is in front of it. I'm about to remove mine so you guys can see the full timeline. So there's the full timeline right here. I did cut a few of these out. If you guys can see, this was more of it, but I overexposed. So right here, I was kind of overexposed. I was moving really fast and I wasn't paying too much attention. Not paying too much attention. I didn't have a monitor on my screen. So being that I didn't have a monitor, I wasn't able to actually look into the view, because the viewfinder, I was looking inside of the small display screen. And the small display screen, if we all know, it doesn't really show the whites as good, especially when it's super bright outside. So it's really hard for me to see it, even though I was looking at my white balance and managing everything. But I still ended up having my ISO too high. Not exactly. But I ended up bringing it back and making it a lot better. So I ended up only using certain parts of the video. I didn't use this first part, which is too overexposed. I ended up using these parts right here, and I matched it to the song as well. Also, a heads up, I will be editing it to the actual song that they sent me. And with that being said, after we're done editing, the video will be deleted from YouTube because it's going to be a copyright claim, obviously, and then I'm going to end up deleting that part off. So this editing session is going to be on Patreon. So if you guys, once you guys come to join this, once you see me start editing, once this is the editing portion, will be clipped out of the full live, if you guys are getting what I'm saying. So I will it's going to chop just the part of me editing it with any part that has the song in it is going to get chopped out. So if you're here watching it live, you will get to see it live and you'll still be able to view it. But anybody that's back watching this replay on YouTube, it will not be the full replay. The remainder of the replay will be on Patreon because the music is copyrighted. So I'm about to go ahead and start editing. So right after this will cut. It will cut right after this. The moment I start playing the music, it will cut. All right. So exclusive, you just had to be there. Nah, no cap. Man. My biggest fear in video is overexposing and underexposing. Sometimes you can't get the info back if it's too hard to get it back. Yeah, overexposing is more of a problem, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like overexposing with video and overexposing with photo is a problem. So I think it's better to underexpose and then boost the highlights rather than overexposing, because overexposing, you can't get nothing back. No details, no shit. No, none. All right, so let's go ahead and hop back into it. I'm gonna put my little picture back up so you guys can still see me for real. All right, now is when it will start. It will cut. I'm gonna pause for a minute so that way I know where to cut the video at. I'm gonna pause talking for a minute so that way I can have a little space so I can know where to cut it, if that makes sense. All right, now we can start the exclusive portion of the video. Ready? Let's do it. Hold on, my headphone's not working. It's not playing. Can y'all hear it? All right, let's see. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is, let me see. I'm gonna close this off. Move this over so I can see this bigger. So basically, essentially what I did here was I edited to the beat. So if you guys see each time a beat comes, I put a marker on there. So I would select and highlight this portion. If you have Final Cut Pro, you can edit along with me. If you don't have Final Cut Pro, just kind of take the fundamentals and the frameworks that I'm using to edit this video and kind of use it for yours. You know what I'm saying? I had that problem today. I linked up with the homie and we were doing test shots. We had white. Oh, you overexposed? Yeah, Alex, damn. So I'm editing. The easiest way to edit these videos when you are editing a video of any type, especially when it comes to some love-based stuff, like if it is a elopement, engagement, wedding, maternity video, any form of video that has to do with things like that, even events too, but a lot of the sentimental love things, editing to the beat is always going to be the most impactful thing, because when you're editing, when it comes to video, you want your viewers to feel something, and your viewer is your client, right? And then the family members that they show it to, because now when they show these videos to their family members, they're going to also feel it. Like when they show these videos to their family members, you want the family member to be able to feel it. You want the family member to be like, damn, he killed that shit. Like you want the family member to be like, I need him to shoot mine. Like you want the family that they share it to be like, oh my God, I could feel the love in the air. And the easiest way to help them feel it is editing to the beat. So learning how to edit to the beat is a very easy way for you to just elevate your videography immediately. Yes, this was handheld, and I shot it in S&Q mode. So basically it means I shot it at 60 frames, but it played back in 30 frames. So it was slow motion. So if you film something in 24 frames and you try to make it slow motion, it's going to play back at 12 frames, which is going to make it very, very choppy. If you film something in 120 frames per second on your camera and you play it back at 50%, it'll play back at 60, right? If you play it back at 25%, it'll play back at 30. So what you have to do is, if you play, I filmed this in 60 frames and it's slowed down to play back in by 50%. It's going to play back at 24/33, basically 30 frames per second. So for example, this one right here, if you guys can see, I'm about to show y'all. This right here is slowed down. So I slowed this down by 50%. So if I double click this and I go back to 100%, and put this back at 100, it'll make this clip shorter, but it will also play it back faster. So you guys will see this, how it plays back. It plays back. This is normal speed, but it was filmed at 60 frames per second. Look. So that was normal speed. There's no emotion there. I don't feel nothing. So I'm going to double click this, right? The easy way to do this, if you guys want to know, like, oh, like, what are you double clicking? You hit Command R to make that bar come up or go away. So I'm going to go Command R on my keyboard. This is going to pop up. Double click it. Now it shows all the different things you can do. You can do reverse, speed, rate. You could do multiple different things right here. Ripple effect, whatever. I'm going to go to percentage. And I'm going to just change that to 50. I'm going to hit enter. Now it's going to make this a lot bigger. So now I have a lot more to play with this one clip. So now I'm going to go ahead and press play. And let's see how it plays back, the slow motion version. See? And what I did was I also tried to match up the footsteps. So for example, right here, he had his right foot coming down. So it's his right foot going down, and right before it touches the ground, I'm going to go ahead and have it to where it connects to the other one right before it touches the ground. So if I zoom in even deeper, I could see it. This is called sequencing, you guys. You want the sequence to match up. So when I press play, it makes sense. It tells a story. Now it looks like I have two cameras. In reality, I made them redo each of these motions 3 times. So I made them redo the exact same thing 3 times, so that way I can create a sequence. And now when I create a sequence, it creates more of a story, evoking more emotion for the viewer, whoever the viewer is. And the viewer is the clients, or clients that are looking to, the clients that are looking to book you for other things as well. I need to make a note for myself because I need to upload something. Damn, I don't have no pen next to me. Oh, I need to remind myself to upload something. I got my notebooks everywhere. I'm going to write this down real quick for myself so that way I can remember. Upload and engagement videos. Because I have some videos I got to upload. I got to update my portfolio because I've done so many weddings and engagements, but I wait until the client gives me the okay to be able to post them, and then I forget to post them. So people be asking me like, "Oh, do you have any more weddings or that you've done? Can I see the work?" And I'd be like, you found me for a reason. I'm like, somebody recommended you to me, or, you know, you saw a video or something that caught your eye. So I'm like, you needing more portfolio work is crazy because you came to me for a reason. And the way it makes so that sequence just matched up, as we can see, and I'm going to keep it going. And the way it makes me feel inside. I'm gonna worry about all this coloring and stuff afterwards. Being that I have that eye, I know that I can pull these things back after when I'm doing some more color correcting with the whites. So I'm literally gonna just make sure that I have everything framed up that I need, and it's not too overexposed to where it's not too hard to you know, run it back. For everybody that's watching, I'm letting you guys know again, this part will not be in the playback. So if you're watching right now and you're like, oh, I'm gonna just watch it again later, no, you won't be able to watch it again later, because this is going to be chopped out because it's copyright. And in order for me to make any form of revenue, even though I only make like $2 per live, if for me to even get my $2, I need to cut this out of the live. So I'm going to cut this out of the live and put it into Patreon. I'm letting you guys know now. All right, the Patreon is $15. If you want to join the Patreon, it is $15. Real raw, unfiltered. I'm not doing no lying. I'm gonna just start being very honest with the promotion of the Patreon. It's $15. That pays for travel, that pays for trips, that pays for me creating videos, that pays for me getting help on videos, hiring videographers to help me film anything. That's what that $15 a month pays for. So just keeping it real raw and unfiltered with y'all. Are you ever concerned that the clients can't recreate the same motion they did before? Does it really matter? Nah, it doesn't matter, because you're not going to add the whole clip in there anyway. So for example, if you see them walking down, you see how this first part of them walking, they're at the top of the stairs. In the clip before that, they might have messed up walking down the top of the stairs, so I didn't add it in. You get what I'm saying? So whatever parts they're not able to recreate to my liking, I won't add it in. So for example, when they walk down the stairs this first time, this is the only part I have. But them starting at the top of the stairs, I don't have it in this clip, even though it was still there. It's still there. There's still a version of them walking at the top of the stairs, but I just didn't like how they looked when they walked. You see how they got a little waddle? I didn't like that waddle. Like her initial step down, I didn't like that, so I didn't add it. So no, I'm never really worried about them not being able to do it. Like, I don't force them to make it look exactly the same. I just need it to look good enough. The sequence is what matters more, because that's what tricks the eye. Like when it comes to, you know, the viewers watching, whether it's, you know, anybody on Instagram, anybody watching, any viewer at all whatsoever, family member, them themselves, anyone, they don't look that deeply to see, oh, that's not the exact same movement. They don't look like that. They just want to see, people just look at natural things. Like for example, it makes it easier for your mind to play tricks on you to think that it was the exact same movement when the things match up. For example, the sequencing, the feet right here, it matches up. So now it's playing a trick on you to make you think that I got two cameras, and I don't. So nah, Alex, I never really get worried about that. And the way it makes me feel inside, baby, you love. So like right here, obviously I stopped editing, so I didn't get that far. But I can see that he got deeper down the stairs. This part I cut off when he's already at the bottom. So now the next time I started it again, I was back him at the top, but I can't do that. I need to start back when he got to the bottom. Like right here. To when that first foot dropped. Let's see how this flows. Oh, there we go. The sequencing makes sense. I can't, you know, it's basically like you're going back and forth in time. If I were to keep this clip in there, somebody watches this, they're gonna be like, oh, like that doesn't, like it's a pattern interruption, so it messes up your mind as a viewer. So when you watch this back, it's a pattern interruption. Like, look, you're looking at him to be where he's at on this flat plane. You're looking for him to be past this in that next clip. You're not looking for him to be behind it or back, because now it creates a pattern interruption. Makes me feel inside, baby. See how you look at the clip and it's like, oh, like, wait, he just went back in time. He's already about to go down the step. Why did he go back again? See what I'm saying? You got to cut that part out. So it's a pattern interruption. Makes me feel inside. There we go. He did like a twirl or something. I forgot when. I think this was the one that they said they didn't like. I don't know if she was gonna. Oh, she can't twirl on the stairs. I remember she said that. See, like I want to add a close up right here. So I might go ahead and sandwich this in there. Yeah, see, this is when they got, like, if you see the bend in the stairs right here, you can tell this is right when they got to that flat part. So I want everything to make sense. I just tell a story. It needs to have sequences. You know what I'm saying? It have to have sequences. Hey, Tubi movies, you need to take notes on the Tubi movies. LOL, Alex. So literally same vibe again. I like that she's so happy, and I want to keep the happiness in there. And then I might cut back to when she was smiling again when he held her hand up again. He had held her hand up right here, and she was smiling coming down. I like that clip, so I'm gonna delete this clip. Wait, hold on, let me see. I like this right here. No, let me see this clip. Baby, you lied, you're everything to me. Oh yeah, I like that right there. That's cute. Yeah, I love that. Need you in my life. Need you in my whole part going out. This might be a part that I just let them have. Oh, there we go. Tough, man. What? Tell me I'm not hard. Bro, I just connected those things. Like, this is a wide. So every time I'm filming, bro, anytime I'm filming, I always have, so I'll make them do the same motion 3 times, and I'll get 3 different angles on the times that I do that. So for example, right, 3 different types of framing. On the first one, I'll do a wide, which is establishing, showing that we're at the courthouse. I'll do a wide shot where they only fit up about 2 out of the 9 in the rule of thirds grid. The rule of thirds grid, right? Rule of thirds grid. So I only make them fit like 2 of those boxes or 1 of those boxes, and I'll be that far back. And then I'll do a medium, and then I'll do a close. So I'll do a medium shot, which is like they're fitting up more. So right here, they're fitting up only 2 boxes. This is a wide shot. You see that? Now I got to where they're fitting up 3 to 4 boxes, just like this. They're fitting that whole middle part. This is a medium shot. You know what I'm saying? Boom. This right here is a medium shot. I'll go back to wide shot. I'll go to medium shot. And then I'll do like a close in. Like, so for example, something that's a close in would be something like this. You see what I'm saying? Oh, sheesh, sorry. So it's something like this. So this right here, sorry about that, you guys. So I'm gonna show you guys one more time. It's okay. So it's a medium. I do a medium, a wide, a medium, and then a close. So this right here is a wide shot. Hold on, I'm gonna show you guys. This right here is a wide shot. If you look at this as a rule of thirds grid, they're only fitting 2 of those thirds. You see how this, if you guys remember how they look, this line right here is, there's a line right here, there's a line right here, there's a whole line that goes through here, right? They're fitting in 2 of those rule of thirds grid. You get what I'm saying? Y'all can see now, right? Y'all can see now, right? They're fitting in 2 of those rule of thirds grids, right? This is a wide, right? This is a medium where they're fitting 3 to 4 or more, right? They're fitting 3 to 4 or more. Right here, they're fitting 1, 2, 3. They're fitting that whole middle, 3 to 4 or more, right? Once again, 3 to 4 or more. This is a medium shot, wide shot, medium shot. I sandwich those, right? So I went from what? This is what? Wide shot, medium shot, wide shot, medium shot. And out of nowhere, I'll surprise you out with a close-up, like one of these. Close-up, where they're fitting the whole thing. Close-up, they're fitting the whole frame, and then also some establishing shots like that. Close-up, fitting the whole frame. If you start off with a close-up or an establishing shot, it tells more of a story. It helps create curiosity. It creates a curiosity gap. So if right here the video starts opening with this, if I put a transition right here it'll bring it all together, right? So I'm gonna look at the word cross, C-R-O-S-S, cross. I spelled that wrong, C-R-O-S-S, and I'm gonna drag this and put it in here. So I'll start off with a cross dissolve. It's gonna tell more of a story because now it's gonna open up with them holding hands, and it's like, oh, what kind of video is this? You don't know, right? You don't know yet. See, now this one I start off with a close. You can start off with a close or a wide for establishing. It'll help establish or create curiosity. A wide shot will establish it, right? Will establish the location. A close-in shot will create a curiosity gap. You're gonna want to watch the video more, or you're gonna be more engaged into the video or feel it more because it's zoomed in. You're like, oh, what's the rest of the frame look like? So it creates a curiosity gap. So I'm gonna press play. Detail shots. Everything's detail and location. These 2 are giving location. This is giving detail. Oh, they're holding hands. This might be something wedding related. Might be something love related. I don't really know yet, but they're holding hands. Boom. Location. Oh, courthouse. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is some love stuff. Okay, bet. Medium shot. Close shot. Medium shot. Wide shot. Opening up to a wide shot. Back to a close shot. Back to a wide shot where they're filling only one of the frames. They're only in the center. Only the center of the rule of thirds, right? Wide again, and then I started sandwiching to tell more of a story. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. Need you in my life. Yeah. So we're at the spin now. Chronological order, LOL, we're at the spin. Do I want her to stop spinning or do I want to get her in the middle of a spin? I'm gonna figure out on this next shot right here. So I think right when she gets right under the arm, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and cut it to match the two together. I'll do color correcting and everything afterwards. I'm not worried about that right now. So this like so. So what she was right under the arm before they came in. Right under the arm. Wait, hold on. Where's her head at? Right under the arm this way. Right under the arm this way. Hold on, right before she spin. Boom. Let me see. See how this looks. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit off. I think she spun a little bit too much for me. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. It came in together. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna let this one ride to give that raw emotion, like a raw shot, raw feeling, raw emotion. What I can do here is I can go and directly change the colors of this actual clip. I can put an adjustment layer on top, or I could just go ahead and just mess with this itself. What I'm gonna do is just to try to show you guys a real quick little thing. I'm gonna click on this one. I'm gonna go right here to the color and adjustments tab. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to exposure, or I can really kind of play around with whatever. I'm gonna just play around with the different ones and see what's pulling from what. So if I see this pulling from there, okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and set that back to 0 because I'm seeing what the different things are. Saturation doesn't need it, highlights don't need it. We really just need the black point, I feel, and I see some highlights. The highlights are really the big problem. So you see the highlights, you see the highlights boosting. It's really a big problem because of that shirt. Need you in my life. These hilarious. Right. You can do the auto color, but just know that that takes too much RAM. So if I press this right now, it may end the live. I don't even want to press that because it takes up too much RAM. Like the amount of RAM that it takes is killer, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Go down a little bit so that we can still see some detail. I'm not too tripping about that. There we go. Yeah, see, there we go. Just like that. That's great. I love that right there. All right, let's let it roll out. I might add a little bit of halation just to make the whites bloom look natural. Need you in my life. Yeah. Need you in my life. Gentle, so light. I'm not gonna add that part because they started showing the thing, but I might zoom out and then go back into here. I'm gonna see what this next part looked like. Cause I got them kissing a few times to see which one looked the best. Yeah, I think I like this one. Yeah, that's how we're gonna close out. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it again. Yeah, I need you in my life. I don't know if I'm gonna do the spin pickup or not, cause I think I might not do the spin because she looked a little like uncomfortable a little bit. But I might do where he comes in and grips up on her. I need you in my life. I might stop it right there before he picks her up. Delete this part and see what else I could pull in, and then start it from wherever they're close up. Probably this one. Maybe I do. Maybe I will do a spinning one. In my life, gentle, so light, don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Gentle, I need you in my life. I need you in my life. Oh, actually? Maybe this. There we go. Yes. Never press auto color. Nah, no cap. That thing goes insane. Need you in my life. Of course I film behind the scenes. Dang, this requires a lot of attention to detail. Nah, it really does though, I ain't gonna lie. You know, sometimes I thank the Lord I found photography, because your eye can't sing for nothing. You know what? You're so fake, bro. I didn't pull it out of my bag. I definitely should have used one, but I didn't use one because I was at like F 8, 9, 10, bro. Like I was at a high ass F. So I wasn't trying to stay at a low aperture. So I didn't really care to have an ND filter, I ain't gonna lie. And it was like 102 degrees that day. It had just got done raining. So we was running and gunning all day because we had just left another location. We shot at a whole different location, bro. Like, let me show y'all. We shot at like multiple locations, gang. Like it was actually very crazy. I'm not gonna lie. We started off here, bro. We started off here at a garden an hour away. At a garden a whole hour away. So I still gotta do this one. We did a garden an entire hour away, gang. And it was raining here, right here. You can see the little rain marks if you really pay attention. You can see the rain coming through my lens. So it went from very dark to very light very quick, and we drove an hour away to continue the shoot. FN is crazy. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of locking in right now. Apologize. Need you in my life. Trying to find the one that they came apart and they did good. I think it was this one, yeah. Yeah, I be getting in surgical mode. Like I don't know. I see a little something. I be like, okay, let me get right real quick. We call this mode the Great Lock-In. This is surgical mode. Everything to me. The Great Surgicality. The Great Surgicality. Everything to me. I need you in my life. Yeah. I need you in my life. I need you in my life. Gentle. I need you in my life. I need you in my life. Gentle, so light, don't let me drown. Gentle. Just know I need you in my. I need you in my life. Gentle, so light, don't let me drown. That's a good outro. That's a good outro right there. Just know. Just know your love is true. Your love is truth. Take you all in. Forgot to set my productivity timer. Yeah, straight, that bitch set now. Is truth. Take you all in. Thank you. Take you all in. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me through. Take you all in. Take you all in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me through. Thank you for seeing me through. I deeply, deeply need you. Sorry, I'm just reframing it like for how I would like. Sorry.
Is true. Your love is truth. Take you all in. Thank you. Take you all in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for seeing me through. Thank you. Thank you.
I found this in the 24. Trying to think if I got any ideas that I could just do some shit too.
You all in. Your love is true. Feel inside, baby, you lied. You're everything to me. I need you in my
I don't know if I like the glow or not.
life. Gentle.
It looks like, oh, we've been together forever. That's kind of how it gives. It gives like we've been together forever.
Just know your love is truth.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold Option and I'm gonna drag this over. I'm gonna hit delete on top of this, so now it makes a blank bar, and I'm gonna make this its own little video. Like I'm gonna just send them this by itself, and I'm gonna send them this by itself. Hit Option again, and I'll make this its own thing. So I'm gonna literally just, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. And I'm gonna chop this, Command B, drag this back here, make this a cross dissolve as well, and drag this out and go Command B on this. Yep, there we go. And now this is its own thing.
Is truth. Take you all in. Thank you for seeing me through. I deeply, deeply need you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is truth. Take you all in. Is truth. All in. Thank you.
Yeah, you see I added that little lens flare? Stop playing with your boy.
Thank you for seeing me through.
There we go. So now they're gonna have this as a version by itself. This is what we call over delivering, boys and girls. I always tell y'all this. This is over delivering. This is me over delivering for my client, because they're expecting one video, but ha ha ha, they will get multiple. Because what? I want to get booked again. All right. Let's see. Because this was an engagement elopement session, but they're still gonna have a wedding, so you know, obviously you want to get booked for that. You know what I'm saying? Hold Option, drag down, scroll this out, Command B, so it starts at the same place that it ended, and drag this out and see what magic we can make with this one.
Really need.
All right, G, catch you later. I might hop off soon. I don't know yet.
Really need. Really need you in my. Really need.
If you press the left arrow, you can go frame by frame. If you press the right arrow, you can go frame by frame. Left arrow, frame by frame on the keyboard. So I went frame by frame just to delete that one little part. Like, see how he's about to start moving? Like, I wanted to catch him right before. Like, you see, like his eyebrows about to shift. Like in this part, his eyebrow shifts.
Really, really need you in my life.
I want to do that one right there. I want to do that right there, right before his head moves again. So I'm gonna go Command B, drag this over to this one, put this in the middle of here.
Really, really need you in my life. Really, 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 really. Really, really, really need you in my life. In my life. In my life. In my life. I really, really deeply. In my life, I really, really deeply need you. I really need you. I really, really deeply need you. In my life, I really, really deeply need you. In my life, I really, really. Really deeply need you in my life. Really deeply in my life. I really, really deeply need you in my life. Need you in my life.
There we go. And that is a fire video. Very quick, simple, and easy video to bring some love into the air.
I really, really need you in my life. In my life.
And then I could like also even take this from before, hold Option and duplicate them and drag them over, and I could even use these same assets as before onto these low key. If it looks right. I don't know the vintage look. The vintage look might not be the one to have that extra glow. I don't think I need it. This right here though, having it kind of like out the way. Yeah, like this, coming off to the side a little bit.
I really, really need you in my life.
Make it go away on this one, and then maybe make it come from a different angle on this one.
I really, really need you in my life.
Delete this one. Bring it back on this one.
Deeply need you. I really, really deeply need you in my life. I really, really deeply need you in my life. In my life. In my life.
Come on, bro. Like, act like you didn't feel that video. You act like you lie. lie and act like you didn't feel that, bro. Like, what? Let's watch them all back and we're done.
Show me your love and the way it makes me feel inside. Baby, you're light, you're everything to me. I need you in my life. Yeah, I need you in my life. Gentle, so light, don't let me drown.
That's one.
It's truth. Take you all in. Thank you for seeing me through. I deeply, deeply need you. I really, really need you in my life. In my life. Really, really deeply need you. I really, really deeply need you in my life. I really, really deeply need you in my life. In my life. In my life.
Like, come on, bro. You feel it. You feel it. You feel it. You say, get you, bruh's barber's number? I need my hair blessed like that. Hello. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and play around with like the individual clips and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and get an adjustment layer, drag and drop the adjustment layer on top, and see what I can change and fix. Command B right here. I'm gonna go to the colors. I'm gonna go down on the highlights. Yeah, I like that. Down on the highlights a little good amount. Low key, saturation straight, highlight tint. Nah, don't touch that bad boy. Put that back to 0. Alright, shadows, highlight, warmth, tint, saturation, midtones, black point a little bit. There you go. And it brings it back. Even the things that are like super blown out, obviously can't really be touched or fixed, but the things that aren't can. You see what I'm saying? Just a little bit. I did the best I could to bring that bit back, man. I forgot that I actually, like, I physically changed the setting in camera, like in the camera. That's why I did that little jump, because in the camera while I was filming I went down on the ISO LOL. So can I jack that bit down even more though? Like, nah, I'm gonna just cut this part out. There we go. Yeah, so much better. Just those little things just made everything, even though it's not perfect, you know what I'm saying, duh, by any means, but it does look a lot better. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, gang. Yeah, I'm saying, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it's a video, so I feel like it being a little bit overexposed, not that bad, because it still adds to the love that you feel in the air. And I did fix it the best I can. Look, before it still was low-key straight. I don't know, like, it just, white gives love. White and the bloom gives love.
Show me your love and the way
I'm just showing you how every clip got changed.
it makes me feel inside. Baby, you're light, you're everything to me.
Did this one need it though? Not really.
Everything to me. I need you in me. I need you in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, color correcting was definitely necessary.
Need you in my life. Gentle, so light, don't let me drown now.
Dude, that was good. Yeah, and the other ones are good. So I'm gonna go ahead and export these. The best way to export them is to go to the start point right here, all the way to the beginning of the video. You're gonna hit I on your keyboard, as in like intro point, if that makes sense. And you're gonna go all the way to the end of where the video is. You're gonna put O, so it's gonna only select these parts. Go up to this arrow, hit Apple device 4K, media elopement, 1 media elopement. Yeah, elopement, video 1, and I'm gonna just change it each time and make sure it's the highest quality possible. Yeah, hit next, hit save. Same thing here. I'm gonna hit I, but I low-key want to add a cross dissolve into this on the low, to where it kind of cross dissolves into the hand. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Probably not.
It's true.
Probably not. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna force it. I'm gonna hit I, because I could really force it, but then I'm gonna scroll all the way to the end. I'm gonna hit O right here. O. And export again. 4K. I'm gonna go Command V. Video. I'm gonna put 2 for this one. What software are you using? Always Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro, my baby. I'm gonna go to this one right here. I'm gonna hit I on the keyboard for intro point, and I'm gonna scroll to the end and hit O for the outro point. Go Apple device 4K, V, video 3, and hit next, and then hit save. I can click onto this to see my progress, and then drop this down, and it will show me the progress of each video that's currently exporting. I can drag this out of my frame and just have it sitting somewhere else to be able to vibe with as well. And that is how you edit an elopement video from start to finish using Final Cut Pro. As always, the full video will be on, I'm not about to end the live, I don't think, but the full video to that, because I'm going to take it off of YouTube, will be on Patreon. So if you want to watch the full playback of that, it will be on Patreon. It will be taken off of YouTube because the music was copyright, so I will have to take it down, and I'll be putting it on the Patreon. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and hop into the, what's it called? Cue the crowd cheering. Yeah. Well, we're going to go ahead and hop into the, I got the videos done. I'm about to go ahead and hop into the photos now, and then we'll knock those out as well for the client. You already know the fuck going on, for real, for real. You already know what's going on, for real. You already know what's going on, for real. For real. What's really going on, for real. Alrighty, that is done. Let me make sure that that video is saved for you guys, so I can go ahead and upload it right now, so I don't forget. I'm gonna go upload it right now to the Patreon, so I don't forget. You're everything to me. Need you in my life. Is it 4? Oh, it's 4:30. A YouTube video dropped already. I think I dropped the YouTube video. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Let me go share the link to everybody, man. Let me go share the link to everybody, man. Need you in my life. Yeah. Self-promo channel. I'm about to put in the self-promo channel the YouTube video I dropped on the Discord community channel. I'm putting it in there right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, I just dropped. Yeah, the video dropped, right? Okay, bet. I'm about to. I need to use the bathroom, so I might low-key play that for y'all while I use the bathroom because I definitely have to use it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, gang. So, yeah, I'm probably about to go use the restroom real quick because I gotta edit. I'm gonna edit these photos, but I got to go use the bathroom. So I'm gonna play this for y'all until I get back because I gotta use the bathroom.
Name a better duo. So why do we do this dance? Are we moving too slow? Cause you need reassurance. Don't conflate issues. Why you always jump to? Do I really want you?
What it do, familiar? It's your boy Taxi PNG. We are back at it again. We had another one. And today you guys are looking like, oh my gosh, where the hell is he? Well, I'm currently inside of a hotel. Probably have no real business being in a hotel, but I am. So we're in Manhattan right now, you guys.
Why are you in the bathroom, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, you're right about that one. Okay, because I'm gonna show y'all how small this shit is. But so we're in Jules' room. So Jules and Macho came. They're basically two New Yorkers who fell in love. Oh my gosh, yay! Two New Yorkers fell in love. That's their love story. And we kind of have a really cool view. When I open this up, it's gonna get a lot darker because the light's coming from behind me. I just want to show you guys the view, if possible, and show you just how much everything is. So we're gonna be kind of shooting in here. Currently, right now, they're trying to see if they can get a bigger room for the free to be able to utilize, right? So we're gonna try to see if we can get a bigger room to be able to use, so that way we don't have to.
I'm sure it comes down.
It definitely comes down, but I don't know where from. They got the key. And then we're gonna try to do that. So they're trying to see if they can get a bigger one for us to be able to do so. And then we're gonna see. Here's the woman of the hour. And the man of the hour. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what happened?
Look, okay, I need you both to look at this view that we
Wait,
have.
did they say no?
No, they're trying to move us to a different room, but I
Oh, they're
feel
trying
like
to
the
move
room-
y'all.
Yeah, the room, yeah, because they were like, we can't let y'all use it because the cleaning is, it's confusing, so they're gonna have to move us to that room. Look at this view, and then,
Other room? Oh, they're asking you if this is, so this is one view, and then there's another view.
yes.
It's
So
like
I
you
want-
see all that scaffold right there. It's like,
Oh,
want y'all-
okay, well then,
I want y'all to-
that's bad.
I mean,
Yes.
this whole entire window, his window's on this side right here, so you just seeing the scaffold.
Oh, so instead of it being like this, it's like this.
Yeah, scaffold. You see, like just a little higher up, over.
Scaffold as in not
But we
good.
want y'all to come with us to the room.
So scaffold as in not good scaffold. Not good scaffold. Scaffold as in not good scaffold type shit. Nigga, imagine? No, nigga, imagine. I'm leaning back. I'm not even coming with. I'm leaning back.
Imagine.
I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
with you.
come take it out.
Yeah.
There being a window right here is fucking crazy. All right, let's see. Let's go see what we can do. All right, we're walking back in here, right?
If we feel like it's better, it's on a higher floor. It is.
It's on a higher floor, meaning that we gotta go to that bitch. All right. Cool.
So he was sounds like, can I go get him and see if he feels like this is a better view?
All right, let's see.
So you're gonna tell it if you feel like it's a better.
All right, so we're gonna figure out if this is a better view, guys, because we saw what we had. Everybody, go ahead and compare and see exactly what the vibes are. So, yeah. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, we're going upstairs, flight 1. But you gotta remember, each of these rooms are like, well, the floors aren't that far from each other, I guess. And he took a fortune cookie. Bro, it tasted, bro.
It tastes like strawberries.
You already had one?
Yeah, they have them in our rooms.
A red fortune cookie?
Strawberry, bro.
It tastes like strawberry. Strawberry is diabolical. And there's a black one too, bro. There's black. Bro,
I thought we were so.
there's fucking black, dog. What? Imagine if we never took the stairs.
We were so confused.
Imagine if we never took the stairs. Because you guys are asking, where are we going? We don't know.
We don't.
I just know when this door says 18. Oh, there it goes. Right when I said it. The door says 18. Is it open?
Yeah,
Whew.
it's in there, baby.
Type shit. All right, so let's see what we got, guys.
Y'all can't touch the back.
Yeah, I heard him say it. 17.
Okay.
How you open that?
Oh, those little things on the sides?
Oh, this. The reveal, guys, the reveal. Other way, bro.
Oh.
Come on, dog.
Not too much on
Mm.
I don't like it. How do you feel about this? No, right?
The bed got more light, but nah, I got flash.
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
can
y'all,
make it
y'all gotta just clean that bitch.
Okay.
Cause
Okay.
yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the. It's either that or a brick wall. So I'd rather a clean brick wall, cause that. Can they see it? It's either that or a clean brick wall. So that.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
feel like
no.
it's just a lot of like.
Cause like also we want to make the hotel look good. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You want to give good view for the hotel, so they know like when they want to book the hotel, they don't think the hotel, you know. But oh yeah, the hotel don't actually got no good view. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make it look like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want you to be pushing the idea of them thinking they get a good view. Fab, you could be in it. You know how to put it in selfie mode? Press that little thing in the bottom right corner. Bottom right corner. Right there, yep. Boom. Gang.
maybe on the elevator would have been diabolical.
Waiting on the elevator, we wouldn't can't. It's right here. Oh no, 16? 15. Can't count. Them using this as storage is crazy.
The water is
Everything's storage. Y'all don't got no mini fridge, do y'all? Right here.
Yeah, they put the fortune cookies. I guess it's kind of like our little fortune.
Man, no, it's because we're in Koreatown, bro, and like that's low-key Asian. I mean, but your inspo low-key wasn't clean. I feel like you just got to move the bags probably, because like your inspo was just white. So like all you really kind of need is the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your lashes and that I don't know what that is.
That's a sharpener and shaving.
Yeah, cause like I don't know, it don't gotta look too good. Cause remember y'all was like the inspiration wasn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The inspiration wasn't really put together.
Us in bed.
Yeah, they weren't really put together. It was like y'all in it, but y'all just woke up. The idea, the mindset is y'all just woke up. That's what I try to go off of. I always try to like create some form of like storyline. And when we create a storyline, it works more. Like if you just try to do a photo shoot with no direction or no intention, your shit comes out whack. So we have to try to create a story. So the idea is two New Yorkers fell in love and they woke up in New York. That's the idea. You know what I'm saying? They woke up in New York. So how do you just wake up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Were you making love last night and you woke up and it's restless and the bed's messed up? Like, how's it looking? So we want to start off with it looking kind of clean, do some clean photos and stuff like that. And then we'll kind of play around with the photos being a little bit more, with the bed being a little bit more messy, stuff like that, kind of those little vibes. And then we'll transition to everything else that we have going on. But I feel like this is going to be really cool because that's like when you have intention, it kind of gives you a script and it gives you direction. So now you know how you're going to film, whether that's a music video, whether that's you filming content for yourself, whether that's doing a photo shoot, anything. It's kind of like a mood board, like a mental mood board is kind of what I try to create. Like I don't always do them physically, but I try to create them mentally so that I know kind of at least, you know, the direction I'm going on. Even when I'm doing a run and gun shoot or like, you know, how, you know, artists do freestyle, sometimes you got to have some material in the back of your head to be able to, you know, use and capitalize off of when it's time to do the shoot. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I have stuff in the back of my head, but I don't have a full-fledged mood board, but I do have a plan, you know what I'm saying? So it's time to execute, Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to do natural light, you guys. I'm going to go to 640 ISO. My F is at 4 right now, but I'm going to go to 250 shutter just so that motion blur just a little bit because she has like her hair kind of moves a lot and she has a lot of different strands, so I think it's going to be kind of cool. And then F4 for my shutter. It's 2 of them, so I feel like it's going to be kind of good. I may really do natural light because I was going to use flash, but I feel like I don't really need it. But I may, depending on if I'm shooting this way and they're backlit, so I might need it in some places, shape, or form. But being that they're not actually in the light, they may be fine. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see because if I'm trying to get a good amount of detail into this back, if I'm trying to get a lot of detail or like a lot of this to be seen in the background, like the view and stuff like that, then I may need to use flash to expose for the background and then now brighten them up. So we'll try to do like 2 different things because I may take a shot, expose for the background, and then set it up to where they, where my flash illuminates them, it lights them up. So that's what I might do. So I'm gonna see, cause I
think you should start doing with those shots you were talking about with the silhouette, just cause the sun's about to go behind that building.
Yeah, that is about to peak too, for a fact. That is also,
So
yeah, that is true.
that building,
He is really not. Yeah, you're gonna lose sunlight, and then shooting in it because like doing natural light and then shooting in the flash, but having that natural light, that ambient light, because what it's doing is like, especially for me shooting this direction too, that light is kind of lighting it up. But I need to see how it's gonna look if I shoot from that direction. Let's switch. So if I come from this way, will it still be, see now my settings gotta change because now everything's blown out. So everything's super blown out now. So I gotta go down to my ISO. I'm at 250 ISO.
How does this look?
Yeah, that's basically a big diffuser. that looks good. That just diffused everything. But I know I'm gonna have to get some shots where I may have to use it because the whole point of us having the room is also for the view.
All right.
So it's like you want to have some of the view shots in there for a fact. Cause I know she had some where they was laying across the bed, and they were like looking out. They were like looking out the window, and it was like some shots of them from the back. And like, yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of cool. So that'd be kind of cool. This nigga kind of long, so. Well, I haven't don't look down. It's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is tripping me out. Standing by this window. I don't like heights.
Don't look back, bruh.
I'm gonna stand.
And if you want to see that full video, it's out right now on YouTube channel. On YouTube channel? On my YouTube. On the YouTube. There we go. On the YouTube channel, you guys. But we're back. All right, let me get into it, man. Today, about to edit some photos. I'm trying to think if I should edit another video and keep videos going because I got a wedding video and then a cooking video to do. So I think I'm going to do the photos right now for this because the wedding video or the wedding video might come next, or the cooking video might come next to get her out of my hair, honestly. And then after that, I might go to the next thing. But we're about to go ahead and get these elopement photos out of the way. So let's go ahead and get into it. What it do, familiar? It's your boy Taxi PNG. We are back at it again. We got another one. Today we're gonna be filming. Oh my gosh, bro. Today we're gonna be editing some elopement photos. We did a courthouse wedding, and I have created some, stunning photos at this courthouse wedding. And I also did a video editing session on this as well. If you guys haven't already seen that, please go check that out on the Patreon. I've uploaded it over there as well for you guys to watch how I do what I do when I do what I do. A lot of you guys ask me like, oh, how can I learn more from you? How can I get a one-on-one? How can I like how I want to pick you up? Bro, join the Patreon. You don't got no bread? Join the Discord. You got a little piece of bread? You got $15 to give? Join the Patreon, and you'll get some more sauce. You'll get in-depth sauce. You'll get, real raw and unfiltered. Taxi. But you'll also get the raw photos that I use and the raw video files. I try to do that as well, like raw video files. I'm gonna try to start adding that in for you guys to be able to, edit as well. But I haven't yet found out how to create like somewhat like a server or something like that to be able to store the different files for you guys to be able to download without taking up too much storage inside of the Patreon. So I'm gonna work on that as well because I feel like that would be very helpful in you guys' journey of videography as well as photography, to be able to have that as an add-on to your packages, because a lot of the time clients don't just want pretty photos, they want somebody that could do video as well, and rather than them come to you because they don't think you do video because you're a photographer, they're going to go to somebody else and give them bread. So why not try to keep the bread in the house and become a hybrid? Why not become a hybrid photographer to where you're getting bread from doing video and bread from doing photos? So that's where I'm teaching you guys, because I'm a hybrid photographer. So I want to teach you guys both ways. I feel like I've teaching you guys a lot in-depth things about photography. We're gonna start stepping our way over to the videography world to like teach you guys some things along the lines of videography as well, because we're gonna be well-rounded, okay? We're photographers and we're videographers. We're not just one or the other. We are hybrids, all right? We are hybrids. We're the hardest workers in our industry. Some people only stick to photography because it's easy. Some people only take to videography because it's easy. But us, we're the hardest workers. So what does that mean? H and H, we are hybrids. You know what I'm saying? We're the hybrid photographer. We're the hybrid videographer. We do both. If you're a hybrid photographer, that means that you're a photographer first, videographer second. If you're a hybrid videographer, you're a videographer first, a photographer second. But we're all a part of the culture. So we're all hybrids. Let's get into it. Let's do it. All right, let me put this. I'm about to hook this back up. So if you guys are watching from the Patreon, I am live. I do the lives on YouTube, and then I save the lives on Patreon. So the lives on Patreon make it a lot more organized. So if anybody's wanting to watch a tutorial that isn't on YouTube, and you want it to be in order, and you want it to have like, the different collections so that you know exactly what you're watching, join the Patreon. If you just want to be able to figure everything out yourself, go on my YouTube channel, because all the information is there. But a lot of you guys will say, oh, where's this? Where's that? Where's this? Where's that? In the Patreon, it is organized. And let me know if y'all like my wall. I done finished that video. Y'all see it? Yeah, that bit's tough. I finished it the other day. I think it makes my background look so hard. Like I'm gonna do it makes my background look so hard. It makes my background look so hard. We're about to go ahead and hop into this, man. Let's do it. Oh, what just happened? The camera just turned off. Whoa, the camera just turned off. The camera just turned off out of nowhere, gang. The camera turned off out of nowhere, and I don't even want to take the battery out because I'm scared. But it turned off out of nowhere, like. Bro, it turned off out of nowhere, bro. Dang, I know if I take this battery out, it's gonna like. I feel like if I take this battery out, it's not gonna save any of the stuff. I don't know what just happened, and it's not powering on, bro. Hold on. Bro, this is crazy. It's literally not even powering on. What? Come on, fam. What just happened? Out of nowhere. Power surge? Maybe, bruh. I was using a dummy battery, so it might have. Damn, I was using a dummy battery for sure. Bruh, it's not turning on, bruh. Oh my gosh, bruh. It's still gauging audio. It just said turning off power or something, it said. Did it overheat? I don't think it overheated. Gang, bro, what just happened? Fam, what? Yo, the LCD screen still got like a little bit of color on it. Bro, what is going on? Damn, I'm about to cry, gang. Oh, man, what just happened, bro? Hold on, bro. What just happened? It might have been power surge. I don't know what just happened, bro. My camera will not turn on. What just happened, bro? Bro. It just turned on. Oh my god. Woo! That scared the fuck out of me, dog. Y'all don't understand. Oh my goodness. I had to take the SD card out. I think the SD card corrupted. Fuck! That just scared the shit out of me, bro. Imagine your $5,000 camera just blacks out of nowhere. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me, bro. I think the SD card corrupted. Woo, man. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Damn, and that last video wasn't saved either. Well, hey, bro, at least my camera works. Shit, hold on. We about to get back. We gotta hold on, cause man, boy, that just scared the boy. Dog, when I say that scared the shit out of me, bro. Oh my goodness, that scared the shit out of me, bro. Jeez, bro. Golly. That scared the mess out of me, bro. Woo. Alright, let's implement another SD card, because boy, That scared, bro. I was scared for my life, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I was scared for my life. I was like, bro, come on, bro. I was like, we just started getting the ball rolling on content. I was like, there's no way you're telling me right now that this just happened. Like, there's no way. I'm like, bro. I'm sorry. I'm holding y'all up. I'm trying to get everything back right, cause shit done just scared me, boy. Oh man. I'm coming, y'all. Woo! Okay, I did that entire intro again. So what have we learned from this? Woo! Troubleshoot and prep a backup. Yes, 1000% gang. Woo, bro! It's terrifying, bro. It's terrifying. I gotta restart my intro again. It's okay. We about to restart the intro. Jeez Louise. Man, I got all that on record too. Hey, Real Raw Unfiltered. We about to get back into it. Check. All right, we back in here. We rolling. Woo, man, let's do it. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Real Raw Unfiltered. Woo. What it do, familiar? It's your boy Taxi PNG. We are back at it again. We got another one. Today we're gonna be editing some elopement photos. So recently I went to a courthouse as well as a garden to do some elopement photography, as we shall say. So it was really fun. They kind of left all the ideas up to me, so I really had a lot of fun with it, and they kind of told me like what do I see for the vision for them, and they also wanted to I got them to add on a videography package. As I always tell you guys, it's very important to be a hybrid photographer or a hybrid videographer. When it comes to being a hybrid videographer, that means that that means that you are a videographer first and a photographer second, but you're hybrid, meaning that you do both, or that you offer both services. If you are a hybrid photographer, that means that you're a photographer first and a videographer second, but you do both and you offer both services, right? So I try to show you guys during slow seasons as a photographer, it's important to pick up videography or have another niche that you're able to tap into, but also during the slow seasons as a videographer, it's important to have some fundamentals of photography to be able to tap into during those slow seasons to be able to, you know, up your revenue, you know what I'm saying? Up your chances of getting booked. Because when it comes down time to it and somebody books you for an elopement, engagement, birthday party, baby shower, whatever it is, they're going to be like, oh man, we're going to book you as the photographer. Do you happen to know anybody that does videography? Because we need video service as well. They're looking at you as someone who only offers photos or looking at you as someone who only offers videos. So in order for you to be someone that gets that respect that's needed, to be able to be like, oh yeah, you know, I do this as well. You need to have that skill to be able to offer that as well. Like, oh yeah, I have a hybrid package. Because now you have a hybrid package, you're getting booked more than them going to replace you with someone else. And this is not creating a form of competition. This is me just being real raw and unfiltered with y'all, is that if you can't provide the service, someone else will. If you can't be that person, that one-stop shop for your clients, then someone else will be that one-stop. Because maybe I've had clients so many times, it's not competition or nothing. I've had clients book me because I'm a hybrid and someone else only offers one service at the same, if not double the price that I'm charging. This is not telling me to go down on your prices or whatever, but if you are a hybrid and you have hybrid services that don't take you too much effort to go ahead and implement video into, if it's a baby shower, it's not that hard for you to capture some clips and be able to edit to a beat, or it's not that hard for you to be able to capture very, very high quality imagery and then to be able to chop that up into a video when it comes down to a baby shower, birthday party, or anything like that. But some people that may not be as passionate about the quote unquote cameraman work will only lean into one thing because it's easier. But those who have that passion, they want to do anything that has to do with their camera, like me, you will adopt the term of being a hybrid, right? So I try to promote being a hybrid because I just love everything that has to do with creating content, everything that has to do with cameras, everything that has to do with, you know, capturing a memory for a client or anybody. So I love to do both video and photo. So I love to be that person that you can come to and be like, hey bro, I'm a one-stop shop, Taxi, I need this and that. Do you happen to offer that? I'm like, yes, I do. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't, I probably know someone who does, who would come with me and offer it as well. So now both of us, I still got a hybrid package, but I could break my boy off. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, just being an authority in the field and being someone that's, you know, easy to trust and things like that. So I was able to upsell them. This was an upsell. Basically, this is me telling you all of that to tell you this. This was an upsell. They originally booked me for an elopement photo shoot at the garden, and I was able to upsell and get them to, you know, add on an extra location, one, and also got them to be able to, this was not like an intentional upsell, like trying to upsell. I was actually thinking about, I'm like, dang, you guys got, you know, you guys signed the papers and did the whole process inside of the courthouse. I was like, why would it not make sense to get pictures not by the courthouse, like to relive that experience? Like, what do you want to document that experience? And she's like, oh my God, yes. Like, I really would love that. So like, okay, let's do some photos over there as well. We can make that happen. Because if you walk out, you done did a photo, you done already got married and signed the license and everything, and it all happened at this one location, and then you do photos at another location, those two memories aren't really linked. Those two memories are kind of separate memories, because at a separate time you took photos at a garden versus when you actually got married at the courthouse. So why not recreate that same feeling? So that's what I kind of brought up to her, and she's like, oh, I also saw that your hybrid packages, what does that all include? So I told her, I said, man, I feel like a hybrid package would be good for you guys because it creates a sense of emotion. People who are watching it will be able to relive that same exact moment with you. You will be able to relive that same exact moment as well, and feel the feelings that you felt when you got on your knee, or feel the feelings that you felt when you guys signed those papers. You'll refeel and relive that same feeling, because after all, this is all a memory. So that's why I feel like this was so important, because all of this is a memory that's important for the client to be able to have. So I was able to get them to do that, and they ended up doing a video. So I already edited that video one out. That's on Patreon for you to check out. Patreon gets all of the real, raw, unfiltered, and uncut stuff, all the blueprints, everything. Patreon gets everything, right? It's $15 a month, and they get everything, right? And if you don't got no bread, just join the Discord, because the Discord is a free service, is a free place as well. And even if you do got the cheese, still join the Discord, because we're trying to grow. We're trying to change the world and the culture of photography. That's my whole vibe, is to change the entire culture of photography and create a free game culture to where people don't feel like, everything has to be pay to play. I want it to be where you can find the people that you need to find to be able to help you learn the things that you need to learn without having to break your pockets, bro. Like, without having to feel like, you have to have this type of gear or this type of that to be able to, talk to the biggest or be able to fit inside of a certain category. I want to try to reframe the entire culture and community of photography and videography, and being a hybrid, to be able to do that. So go to Discord. We're going to go ahead and hop into this. I'm going to show you guys how these images came out. And if you guys haven't already, go watch the tutorial on how I did the videos. I'm going to try to upload some video files. I'm trying to get there to be able to upload the video files more into the Patreon. I haven't found a clouding software yet to be able to allow me to do so without breaking my bank, as you guys know. So that's what I'm trying to do. And as far as the Patreon, if you guys are wondering, oh my God, he said free game, where that bread going? The bread's going back into you guys. So like, if you guys don't know, running a Discord costs a certain amount of money per month. So I'm basically paying that out of pocket, unless I do get the subscribers or I sell some clothes or something like that that's able to help with the community, to be able to fund the community. I travel a lot, I do a lot of different things, and all of that comes out of my pocket. So anything that comes from Patreon helps with travel, with creating these videos, with doing these different series, with hiring these models. Sometimes it's collabs, sometimes it's not. Sometimes they have a certain portfolio to where it's like, I haven't gotten to that level yet to be able to work with certain people if I'm working with somebody that's big. So it all kind of helps with that, like maybe flying them out to a certain location, maybe Ubers. It pays for all these different things that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't see, and that I have to come out of pocket for it. So it helps me, you know what I'm saying? So yes, it's free game. I give out free game everywhere, but on the Patreon, it is a lot more raw and real. You guys just literally get the real, the raw, and the unfiltered, and you guys get it when it happens. So if I'm out right now at a wedding and something happens, I'm gonna record a clip and post it right then and there to the Patreon for you guys to learn from my live experience, from at that exact moment what just happened. These are a list of things that I should have brought or that I forgot, like so you guys can learn from my mistakes and learn within real time. Real, raw, unfiltered. I'm yapping, but I think it's yapping for a good reason. We're gonna go ahead and hop into these edits. Yeah. Let's do it, gang. All right. We in that bit, All right, so as you guys can see, we have the lovely two couples up here looking all nice and good. Yeah. And then these are the photos that they selected. So I'm going to show you guys. We did shoot at 2 different locations. So we started off at the garden. It started raining. We literally ran through the rain. I got to post that reel. Like, when I send them the photos, I'm posting that reel because, yeah. Like, boy, we ran through the rain. After these photos was done, we ran through the rain. What up, Ja? If you guys watching this from Patreon or from Instagram, well, not Instagram, but from anywhere, I will be also dropping these images into the Patreon for anybody who's looking to edit along with me while watching this video. You guys can do that so as well. First thing I love to do when I get into images like this, I go Shift A to see what that auto talking about. See what auto did. Auto made these whites blue. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and just look at what auto's doing, so I can kind of emulate that, but take out things that I don't like. So you could just use auto, and you can kind of go from that. Kinsutanza, what's up, G? You can kind of go from that. So right here, I can see already, like, the highlights is the problem. It knocked out too many of the highlights, which is what made it look that blue tone. So I can literally revert that and go backwards. Maybe I want to go down a little bit on the highlights, but not too much on the highlights to where it makes it look a little blue, right? So I like that. That looks kind of cool. It's vibing. It's vibing. I'm gonna go up on the exposure a little bit for the overall image, but now I'm going to separate them. I'm going to go right here to the masking menu. I'm going to create a mask for the background and a mask for the foreground, right? So I'm going to do background mask. I'm going to hit that mask button again at the plus, and I'm going to go ahead and hit subject. You guys can see that they're nice and masked out good. I like that. If a part of him was missing, I can go ahead and create that mask. So if you see like his face right here, I can hit a plus right here to add a mask. I can do subject, object, brush. I'm going to do a brush, and I'm going to just go over his eye part right here that I want to add. Oh, nope, actually subtracting. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Back up. I'm going to go minus. I'm going to go brush, and I'm going to do like that. So now I can take some of that away from this part on his face. So it's taking away from it. So if we go back and look at the overall mask of the subject, now we have the overall mask of the background. I'm going to go ahead and go click on that one, hit minus to take some of that masking away, object brush, and paint over the face to remove this piece. Get as close as possible to make it look like none of it's really touching on his hair, eyebrow, all the different stuff. And then when you play with it, you can move it around. And if his beard is also in there, because it's kind of blending it with that green, that background, same thing. Just kind of check his whole body, make sure he's good, he's vibing. If you want to get technical, you really can. But me personally, I feel like this is enough. I'm going to go click to go out. I'm going to go to this background layer that I already have. I'm going to go up on these shadows of the background. When you go up on the shadows and down in the exposure, it creates detail. So if you could see that detail when I went down in the exposure, you see the detail in that background. But if this was regular, you see how all that detail is lost. So I go up on the shadows and I go down in the exposure a bit to kind of create a sense of depth for my client, right? Makes them look a lot better. It creates that depth sense for them. And now if I click the before, after, you can see how good it just really looks. Now I'm gonna go to that subject mask. I'm gonna go up on the highlights a little bit, just a little bit, like about 5. I'm gonna go up on the shadows a good amount, so that they really pop. You see how he popped from that background, like just from here to there, like it's just a little bit of pop extra. Before, after. If I really wanted to, I'll go to that background layer again and go up on the vibrance. I can go up on the saturation. I'll go up on the saturation a little bit. I can make them greens pop. I can do whatever I really want to do. Just the very easy vibes. Go up a little bit. Like so, and I think that this looks very nice to me. I can go back to the regular menu, these 3 little sliders right here. And what I'm going to do is with these 3 sliders, I'm going to make this so you guys can see everything. With these 3 sliders, I can play around with these skin tones of my subjects. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to zoom in. Now I'm going to go down here where color is. I know that her undertones are orange. It's a mixture of orange, some yellows. And I'm going to go to the orange, and I can play with it. You can see just how much. If you're too high or if you're too low, you can see what happens, right? So I'm going to double click. Oh, this gave me a Halloween idea, like making them like, oh yeah, for Halloween, that would be so tough. All right, so double click here, and I'm going to go, the saturation, I'm going to go up a little bit. And then the luminance, if you go down, it makes them more dark. Like it makes them more melanated. You see it? So it can make them a lot more melanated and take them away from being so orange. So this is kind of a hack to kind of like, get your clients to not look so orange when you're doing the editing, right? So boom, it makes them a little bit more natural looking. Before, after, double click, and going back out. So now I can go ahead and go to these little sliders that I have already selected. I'm going to go to 3 dots. I'm going to go to choose editing settings to copy. I'm going to go ahead and check masking, hit copy, and I can paste these exact settings on something else that had the same lighting scenario. For example, if this was a little bit darker on the lighting side, I can do the exact same thing over here where it's a little bit darker on the lighting side and go Command V to paste this. It's going to take its time to paste the AI and everything. It's going to hop right into there. There we go. Do you have a recommendation for a budget color accurate PC monitor? It's in the Discord. So on the Discord, if you guys go to Taxi Gear Links, it is on there. I had sent it like last week. I was live and someone asked me. It's called the Asus Pro Art. It's the Pro Art display. It's a regular PC monitor. It's the Pro Art. So it's ASUS Pro Art. It's the ASUS Pro Art. There's multiple versions. You get the 4K one. You can get the one that goes to 1080p. Yeah, so I have the Asus gaming art gaming monitor. That's the one that I'm looking at right here. That's not the one that I edit on. The one that I edit on is my Apple one, because like I know from iPhone to MacBook, hold on, I'm sorry, I'm trying to copy the link for you guys. Sorry, but from iPhone to MacBook. From iPhone to MacBook, it looks the exact same. So when I'm editing on a MacBook and then I transfer from MacBook to the iPhone to look at it, like after it's already done, ready to be posted, majority of people have iPhones, it has that color accurate Apple display. So it matches the same color accuracy from looking at the Apple display. So I use that Apple display to edit on, but I also do have that monitor because that monitor is also very close if you're somebody who's using a non-Apple device. So that also helps a lot. What's up? Hey, how you doing? There we go. Hey, Mia. I ain't see your comment. I'm sorry, girl. All right, so we're going to hop into it. So literally, boom, I already pasted that one on there so you guys can see the power of the paste. If you just copy it and then paste, it won't paste all of the settings. Think about this like a cake. This right here, this one that's highlighted, this menu is the top layer of the cake. When you go into masking, this is the inner layers of the cake. Y'all, you dig? These are the inner layers of the cake. So when you just hit copy, it only copies the top layer of the cake, and it doesn't copy the bottom or inner layers of the cake. So if you just go Command C, it's not really copying what you think that it's copying. If you guys are if you guys are picking up and digging what I'm putting down, you get what I'm saying? So that's the vibe, just like so. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here. I'm gonna go Command V as well, paste, so you can see. I'm gonna zoom in. My day's been pretty okay. I just came back from Miami. I had some shoots down there. And then I'm going to go ahead and go down on something that I see that I don't like. So if I feel like this is too much, the hair looking a little bit too gray and look real, the hair making them look a little old. There's something that I'm doing wrong, right? I might go down the shadows a little bit because I feel like maybe the hair don't look right. The shadows a little bit. I can go into my masking menu because it pasted these as well. And I can go to the subject layer. And I can go down on my blacks or up on my blacks to see how that looks. Oh, yeah, a little bit on the blacks, right? Down on the shadows a little bit, zoom out. Now that's looking real true to tone. Same as like vibe over here. If I feel like this one might need a paste, I don't know how this one's going to look if I paste it on here because it wasn't the same lighting as before. This is the darker lighting, so I know this is going to look good with this preset because I just created the same preset, right? Command V. Is there a monitor that is a sweet spot between editing and gaming? Yeah. Dang, I forgot what it's called. Yeah, a lot of gaming monitors are good because you can customize if you get a 4K gaming monitor, majority of the time you're pretty straight because you can customize the color profile. So you have to customize it to be an Apple output profile when you're in the settings. How exactly to do that varies based on the type of monitor that you have, but you can customize the output profile for that. So for example, on my game monitor that I have in front of me, I don't know the exact name of it, but it is an Asus and it's a 4K monitor. The output I have on there is the Apple output, right? But sometimes when it's PC monitors and not an Apple monitor, it's like kind of Canon versus Sony. It has that warmer tone to it when it's a PC monitor. When it's a Sony monitor, it has a little bit more of a cooler vibe. Not a Sony monitor, but an Apple monitor, it has a little more of a cooler vibe like a Sony. So that's kind of like, I don't know if that analogy helps, but if you get an Apple monitor and you have an Apple computer, it kind of helps. Like those two matching together, that ProRes look. All right, so before, after. I knew this was going to paste good because it pasted good with these last ones, the same lighting scenario. These were all shot, without flash. I didn't have flash on for these. I was just shooting these regular without any flash. I'm going to go ahead and Command V this one and see how it looks. I may have to change a significant amount of things because the lighting here is different. You see that? Yeah, see a significant amount of things need to be changed because the lighting here is different. Got to go down the exposure, too much exposure, down the shadows, too much in the shadows. And then I got to go to a subject mask. And I'm going to go down the highlights of subject mask. Remember I went up last time. I'm going to go down to see more details in those clothing. And I'm going to pop those blues out really soon too. So I'm going to go down here to where it says temperature on this subject mask. And you see the temperature changing? Go back, and boom, it's a little bit blue. I'm going to go up a little bit to get those blues kind of out and bring in a little bit more of that warmth over my subject, right? So I'm going to do the same vibe here. I can go up on the shadows a little bit more. I'm going to go down to the background mask. And now with this background, I can do the same vibe, go down on the highlights. Go down the shadows a little bit and make it a little bit more depth. This is the before, this is the after. This is the before, this is the after. Brought a little bit of that color back. Zoom in. Go back to the main menu, the top layer of the cake. You guys remember that? Top layer of the cake. And then you got the middle, the meat and the bones of the cake. LOL. And then I can go ahead and play around with this color on the color menu and see about the luminance. So I want to go up more on the luminance. Crazy part is like up is down, but I want to go up more on the luminance to make it more. Before I want to go less. You guys see how it changes their skin tone? And you can just play around with it. There we go, just like so. Sometimes you gotta reset your eyes. If you're looking at it for too long, the same colors might look the same. You gotta like wipe your eyes, reset it, play around with the slider a little bit, look at it too light, look at it too dark, and reset your mind. And be like, okay, bet. They need to be like here. You see what I'm saying? Now you see that melanated brown skin. You know I love that brown skin. I shot these at 5500 Kelvin. Cause I like to color grade my images. I don't mean like color grade, but I mean like I like to bring the browns back, if that makes sense, because it makes my browns a flat dark gray, but a dark gray with a melanin tone to it. So now when I bring those colors back with luminance, it just looks so much better. That's just how I like it, because she still had these white undertones as she did when I shot it. You see what I'm saying? This undertone is still white, but it doesn't make her undertones purple or, you know, blue, you know, if you were to shoot it in a different white balance to where they, I'm confusing y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just said too much at one time. You're like, what the hell is he talking about? That's a tutorial for another day. Yeah, so basically it's kind of like color grading. I shoot it basically flat so I can bring the colors back in post. So I shoot it like this. This was in like a Cinetone flat profile, taking photos in there, yes, just like this, and then I was able to bring the colors back. So it's kind of like how we do in videography, where we will shoot it in log, right, or we'll shoot it in S Cinetone or S log 2 or S log 3 or Canon log D log M, different things like that, and then bring the color back when we're editing, because you have a lot more control over it. It's kind of what I do when we shoot in raw. I shoot in raw. My photos are basically shot in log in a sense, to where they're flat, kind of dry. The greens aren't really popping, if you guys can see, and then I will bring those colors back individually, things like that, and it kind of helps me. So if you want to try that out, I would say play around with it a little bit before you actually take it out on a paid shoot. So I'm gonna go to these sliders, make sure these are selected and highlighted. The top layer of that cake, 3. I'm gonna go down and choose anything to the copy, and I'm gonna check masking, hit copy. If you hit Command C, it will not copy the top layer and the middle layers and all the meat and bones of the shoot. Okay, it won't copy all the different layers, so when you paste it, it won't look right. It won't look the same. Like, damn, this preset don't work, because you didn't copy the right part of your own preset that you just made, right? So I'm gonna go back in here, and I'm gonna go Command V and paste it, and you guys see, look at that, melanin, sweet melanin. Look, before, nice dry gradient vibes. After, come on, brought that color back. Literally just after creating this, I created this quote preset right in front of you guys for you to now copy and paste. So every time I will make a preset for a batch of photos that have the same color. So for example, these photos all started off dark. See, that's before, that's after. This is before, this after. This is the first photo that I edited, and I copied these editing settings and pasted them to the others because it made my life freaking easier. I keep telling you guys, it's gonna make your life a lot easier. All right, it makes your life so much easier if you create a preset for that batch of photos and just create it and then paste it to all the other photos that have the same lighting. Same vibe here, just did that and just did that. Boom, cool, we're good, we can move on. Same vibe here, Command V. This right here has the same lighting as these, but I'm gonna see what this one does. I know I gotta go up on something. Go into shadows, up, go up on exposure a little bit. Oh, come on. It's buffering. It's buffering. Y'all see that thing? Y'all see it buffering? Ah! Brown skin. You know I love that brown skin. Which body lens combo? Somebody answer that question, because y'all know the only combo I use. The only combo I use. Take a guess, my boy. Take a guess on what the combo was. Take a guess on what camera I use. Take a guess on what lens. If you know me, you know what I had on that bit. If you know me, you know what I had on that bit. If you know me, you know what I had on that bitch, huh? If you know me, you know what I had on that B. On that BB. Right here, Command V. That makes sense, though. It makes it easier when you're pulling the colors back without the other color. Exactly. Or the other colors cast. Exactly. Take a guess, Jet 2. Sony with a Sigma? I mean, yeah, I feel like yes. Okay, that's the first question, yes. Now, what exact body was I using, and what exact color, not color, but what exact body and exact lens was I using? Come on. You know it. You know the answer. See, this right here is lens dirt. You see the lens dirt showing? This shows you right here what was on my screen, I think. No, it's actually not. No, that's not. This is masking. I was about to say, this is my lens? Nope, it's not my lens. It was a part of the mask that they created. I was like, bro, there's no way my thing's dirty and I couldn't see that. Alright, I'm going to go up on the shadows, up on the highlights, up on the shadows. Because it's basically the opposite now, being that it started off dark. Like this. I'm trying to bring everything back. And I got to go down on the luminance too, because I made them too melanated. Go back to the top layer of that cake. And I'm going to come down. I'm going to double click it so it goes back. Just like so. I'm going to go down a little bit on the oranges because I feel like I hit them too much. Like so, and now I'm going to go down the vibrance, and I'm going to go up on the saturation and exposure, up on the exposure and the shadows, double click, bow. Double click. There we go. Now I'm gonna go back to the subject mask and play around with it like this. It's like a top layer of the cake, and then you play with the insides. A7 III. No. No. There you go. I'm going down this shadows again. Up in the exposure a little bit. And now I see some colors I don't really like, but it's okay. We'll bring it back. Let's see what it looks like. Double click. Bring down the saturate. There we go. Boom. That looks very nice and real. I like that. Now we're going to add some color back to that background. I'm going to go back to my masking menu, go to the background mask. And I'm going to go up on the saturation of the background a little bit. There you go, like that. Yep. Very cute, very beautiful. Command V. Let's see what this paste on there. Oh, I pasted in the wrong menu. Oh, it came out good though. I did paste it in the wrong menu, but it came out good. Yeah, that's good. I like this right here. Same vibe. Command V. The truth is in the eyes. A7. I forget which mark though, but I know that lens is right. Yes, the lens is correct. See, this is cute. This is cute. Command V. I usually shoot a lot of my weddings and like elopement and love stuff like on a very flat profile, like making it kind of like flat with no color, and then bring the color back because you never know how much color you need. Like if you shoot it with too much color, you're like, damn, I just made this person who had no melanin in their skin. I just made them, you know what I'm saying? I just made them melanated. You're like, damn, and you can't take the melanin away now. Like when it comes time, you know what I'm saying? Like it's too much to go backwards. I'd rather add it on there. Like I'd rather add it to it. Like it started off kind of flat, and then I add it to the photo. Like you see what I'm saying? Like before, after, like it was a little flat with a little gray tone, and then boom, I can add a little bit of color to it and pull it out. Do you have any rule of thumbs when to confidently use higher f-stops like f6 upwards? If you don't have an ND filter and you're outside and it's harsh light, you need to be using like at least f8. You need to be using a way higher f. You know what I'm saying? A higher f or a higher shutter. A rule of thumb for me for a fact is how many people are in the photo. If it's one person in the photo, I'm at f2.8, and I can use a higher shutter speed to compensate for the amount of light that there is, and like to make that light a lot more to make a lot more what's it called? To make that light not as overexposed or as apparent when it comes to the shot. So you could like use the ND filter to cut that out. But a lot of the time, I like shooting at higher Fs because a lot more things are in focus. Even if it's one person, I like to see the background in focus. I don't really like my background to be blurry. Like I feel like, what was the point of coming to a certain location? I'm gonna blur the background out. So a lot of the time, especially if it's before 12 p.m. or before 3 or 4, I'm using a higher F than 2.8 because I don't really need that much extra light into my shot. And I can also use a ND filter as well to like help me. You know what I'm saying? An ND filter helps too. ND filter helps a lot if you have one, but if you don't have one, just shoot at a higher F. In studio, I'm definitely at a higher F. I'm never at 2.8. I'm always at like F8. I'm at high Fs, boy. In that studio, I'll be at high Fs. Like I'm in there playing games. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there high, playing high. Command V, paste it. Let's see what it looks like. Too much saturation. Take that vibrance out. Come down with that. Go up with this. I like this. Looks a lot more realistic. Sky is very nice and blue. It goes against the colors. I actually like this. I don't want to play too much around with it. I think I actually did a good job on this one. There we go. This one I like it's nice and soft. Like I like the softness in it. Let me see. I like the soft. I don't even really want to change nothing. I like the softness in it. Like I like how soft it feels. I could even go to this background mask if I really wanted to make it even more softer. I can go down to the clarity and make it like less. Like I said, like clarity. I can make it like I could bloom it out even more to like make it feel more soft. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one right here. Bloom out that clarity and make it feel more soft on the tones. And then I could even do it here if I wanted to. Background mask. I can go down the clarity to boost up that background and make it a lot more like dreamy-esque and things of that nature. I try to get all the photos done in Lightroom before I move to Photoshop. So now this is a new batch of photos with different colors. I'm going to create a whole new preset for this one now. I'm going to go Shift A, see what auto talk about. I really kind of like auto. When you have good lighting, auto kind of does its thing. Now I'm going to go to masking, background mask, and I'm going to create a subject mask also. I'm going to go down the highlights on the subject mask, go up on the shadows in the subject mask just a little bit. Background mask, I'm going to go up on the shadows, down the exposure a little bit. There we go, to make them set apart. And I think that looks pretty good. And I might go down on the clarity of the background a little bit to kind of like give it a little bit more blur, to give that a feel of more blur. I like this a lot. I'm going to go to my top layer of the cake. I'm going to go 3 dots, choose editing settings to copy, check masking, hit copy. Once again, if you guys hit Command C, it's not going to work, bro. I'm telling you. Black Pro Mist in post. Exactly. Now, I have a Black Pro Mist too, crazy part about it, but I had, I think I was at a wedding, and somebody's granddad was like going like this, and he had hit me with his watch. So his watch hit my Pro Mist filter. I think it's right here, actually. Somebody's granddad had their watch hit my Pro Mist filter and it cracked it. If you guys can, I'm gonna show y'all too, so y'all can see. Like, y'all see the crack in it? It still works because it's on the side, but he cracked the shit out of my Black Pro Mist filter. Y'all see, he cracked that bit. Like, he cracked it. Like, it's one crack, but it's a crazy crack though. Like it's one crack. Like, you don't even see it in there. I just feel so unprofessional when I put it on my camera. Like, it just looked crazy. I put it on my camera and it just looked crazy. Like, you don't see it for real. It looks like a glare or something, but like, so it looks kind of cinematic. But like, I just don't want to, like, looking at that on my camera, I feel so unprofessional, bro. I'd be like, damn. And then it's like, I don't even really want to buy a new one. So like, that's crazy too. Y'all see the separation in this thing right here? It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm drinking ginger. It's ginger and some more shit. Like, it's detoxing me, cleaning me out. I'm on a weight gaining journey right now, and I've gained like 5 pounds so far, and that's the hardest shit for me to ever do. If you guys have been here since the start of Taxi PNG, LOL, but of the YouTube channel, you guys will know that me and food don't get along. It's a very hard, long, hard battle that I have with food. So the fact that I was able to actually gain some weight is crazy. I've been using this scanning. I've been using this scanning thing, to scan my calories. Has been working a lot. You know what I'm saying? So shit's crazy. And then my what's it called? My it like detoxes me. Like I've been like, so when I look at my weight, like seeing like I've been gaining, like, damn, bro, I'm low-key gaining a gut. When I saw that I still got 5 pounds, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, hold on, wait. Like, I was like, it's going to the wrong place, bro. Like, I'm getting a gut. Like, this is not good. Like, why am I getting a gut? So, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I got to get the gut, and then I got to just work the gut away or something like that. Have you tried other brands' mist filters? Nah, not yet. I mean, I could buy another one at some point. I don't need it, though. That's the thing. I don't need it. I don't need the mist filter. That's why I haven't bought it yet, because I don't need one. Like, I can always do it in post or something like that. So I haven't really got one, because I have halation overlays and all this different type of stuff to be able to get that mist look. But I don't see myself needing it too much. So I'm gonna go back to the melanin, play around with this. I'm gonna go down a little bit more darker, kind of give it a little bit vibe before after. There we go. I'm gonna go to the top layer of the cake, 3 dots, choose editing settings to copy, masking, copy. Why do I keep saying this out loud? Because I want y'all to learn this shit. Like, I want y'all to learn that that's how you copy a mask. That's how you copy it correctly. All right. Instead, me and their granddad would have been fighting. Any thoughts on using a tablet to tether on a shoot? I find it hard to tell if my shots are blurry. Any thoughts on it, or like, you mean tips? Like, what do you mean? Like, I use this to tether. This is the Arzopa travel monitor, and I kind of connect that to my iPad, if that makes sense. But, or I'll tether it directly to my camera, so it sees what my camera sees, or something like that. But I'll turn this sideways. This is the Arzopa monitor. I got it from TikTok, but it's on Amazon too. It was in my video where I did the things to buy for Black Friday. It was in that video. My travel monitor. I use this a lot when I be tethering, but I don't do it too much because it'd be extra, and then I be feeling like I get aggravated fast about that damn cord. That cord aggravates me. But it's because I worked in industry photography, so I did the preschool photography where it was I did preschool and high school corporate photography, which means that it was kind of like it was non-optional to use a tethering cable, which kind of indirectly forces you to hate it. You get what I'm saying? So it was non-optional to like use one. So I had to use one. Like, I had no choice. Like, it wasn't optional. Like, I kind of grown a hate for tethering tables. Unless I'm at a brand shoot and I want to look more professional, I'll bring it, because it just makes you look more professional. But I have high enough energy to take a picture and show my client regardless. So I don't really need to tether it. Unless I'm doing like a brand shoot for somebody big, I guess. I'll tether and try to be extra. But a lot of time you don't really need it. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know if you used it or not. I have used it for work. I wanted to know if you found it worth it or not. I don't see it worth it because I can't really lie. Me personally, it slows me down. Like that's my opinion on it, because to me it slows me down. For other people, it might be amazing, but I just know for me it slows my process down. And anything that slows my process down is a nuisance. So if anything that slows me down from being able to, get my shots the way that I want them, it needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? For example, when I use too many lights on a photo shoot, if my shots are going to come out relatively the same, if not better, from not using those extra lights or extra light stands, because my mental capacity is able to actually focus on a shot rather than focus on how many fucking lights and what powers all the lights are at, then I'll actually succeed. Like, I'll actually be able to make those shots come out amazing because I'm not focused too much on all the gear that I have around me, and make sure everything's synced. Make sure that this is a light power, this power is this, my brain's going to over fry. So if I can remove the resistance, it's easier for me to accomplish the thing. So like I'm telling you guys about removing the resistance with anything. If you want to become somebody who wants to go to the gym, you have to remove the resistance. So if you are about to go to the gym tomorrow, you might as well go to sleep with your gym clothes on, so that when you wake up, you can go right to the gym and just put your shoes on and your socks, because you're removing the resistance. But same thing with photography or videography. Remove the resistance. If you're trying to look cool and you got a gimbal and you got, a monitor and then a V mount and all this extra stuff, for a shot, not saying like for every shoot, but for one of the shots that you don't necessarily need to use it in the shot, just go handheld, bro, or just go gimbal with no this or that. Like, there's certain things that you can like take away and still get the same vibe, you know what I'm saying, without you having to, use everything, because the shot might come out better handheld. You never know. Or even with photos, you know what I'm saying, if you're doing like too much, you have all these lights, but in reality, the lights are at 1/128, so they're really not doing shit. So you got 3 lights up and all of them are at low power because you want even lighting for no reason, when you can do the same thing with one flash and a bounce board. It's like you're setting up all this extra stuff. You're giving future you more problems because you didn't eliminate the resistance. So now that you have all this resistance in your life, you're going to be like, damn, I got all this resistance, so damn, I got to charge. Now when you're done shooting, you got to charge 4 batteries. Charge your camera batteries and all your light batteries because you decided to go run through the bitches and use all of them for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I don't know. But yes, a lot of the time when you're trying to grow your business, it makes sense to use all the extra shit for no reason, because it will directly grow your business. Why? Clients will look at you like you're more professional than somebody else, because you know why? Clients don't know nothing about our industries. So when you pull up with extra gear and a whole case, and you pull up with a whole bunch of extra shit that you don't need, or you're not going to use, or 5 lights with 12 stands, and you only pull out your camera, they're going to still look at you as more professional than somebody else, because, oh yeah, he got all the gear. He pulled up with all the shit. But I'll pull up with just the cam, or another photographer pull up with just the cam and get the exact same quality of photos, if not better, because they know more about the fundamentals of photography, and they know more about framing and composition. The 6 laws of composition, the video that I dropped for free on YouTube channel, go watch that shit. They're going to get the better photos, but the client will still choose the person who's actually a worse photographer, because they have more items. You see what I'm saying? So now it really comes down to branding and marketing and your image. So how do you uphold yourself? You can uphold yourself as a superior photographer and do all the things, and you can create a lot of experience for your clients and not have the best gear at all. You could be that person. That's person A. You could be the novice photographer who don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? With hella gear but don't know shit. And they'll book you because you got hella gear but you don't know how to do shit, but you probably still won't get booked as frequently because you don't know how to use it. Or you could be the photographer who only got a camera and a flash but know how to use the fuck out of that bitch. You know how to use every last piece of that gear. And you only got 2 things. You know how to use that bitch to the max. You're getting booked out. Because now the value gap has been closed, because the clients aren't looking at like, oh, he got all this gear, he must know what he's doing. When you're first starting, that's how they look at you. But it's like, oh no, he's worked with this person, he has so much experience, this person said this about him, he definitely knows what he's doing. Now the gear doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So you, at each part of your photography career, you're going to be either person. And I'm not frowning on anybody, because I've done it. I've built a whole rig for no reason, just to look better for a client. I'm telling you, I swear. I bring a gimbal to a photo shoot for no reason, just so you know I got it. Like, I've done this stuff before. So that's what I'm telling you guys. There's different parts in your career that will help you get more clientele. This is essentially, quote, quote, how they say, faking it till you making it. This is kind of like that. So I'm just letting you guys know there's different points in your photography career or videography career that you're going to be one of these 2 photographers. You might be the showboater, the flaunter, and you might be the surgical shooter. So neither's really. I'm not saying either is worse than the other, but you want to be the surgical shooter at the end of the game. At the end, not the end, but during the as you continue to elevate throughout your process of photography, you want to become and land on to being the surgical shooter version of yourself. So that way, the person who knows what they're talking about and has the gear. You want to get to the point where you know exactly what the fuck you're talking about, and you got the gear. But you figured out what you was talking about first before you got the gear, so you know the fundamentals, and you ain't wasting no bread and wasting no time. And then you got the gear, and now it just adds to all the knowledge that you already had. Surgical shooter. Get back to the video. I'm sorry. Y'all be saying little stuff. Y'all be saying little stuff. Or be the surgical showboater. Yeah, real spill. Let's get back to it. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so this one right here. All of these are done now. And I can save them like this, but I don't like the file format. I mean, the ratio that they're in, right? So what I'll do is I'll right-click this. I'll edit in Photoshop. I get everything done in Lightroom before I take it to Photoshop because that's just my process, gang. That's just what I be doing. That's just what I be doing. All right, that's what I do. That what I be doing. Okay, don't be hating on me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And then I go ahead and just do it to each one of these. Right click, edit in Photoshop. Right click, edit in Photoshop. And I'll wait for these to open up in Photoshop, and then now I can reformat them to the right ratio that I like for when they want to post on Instagram or my website. So Command JJ, duplicate them, hit C to crop, and I'm going to see the ratio that it's in. I'm going to go to 4:5, right, which is an 8:10, which is a piece of paper. If they wanted to print it out, they still could do that. It's like the same size of a standard frame that you will get from Dollar Tree. 4:5, which is 8:10. It cuts off the top a little bit and the bottom. Now you have to think to yourself, which part of this is more important? Is the bottom more important or is the top more important? I feel like the bottom is more important because their hands are here. This tells a story. Their hands are touching. So this to me tells a story. I need to show this. I need to show that he's embracing her, right? Tell a story. I'm gonna drag this down, just like so. Command 0, so I can back out and see everything. All this top part don't matter. Nothing's happening up here, just extra grass. You know what I'm saying? Double click and save it. So now this saves like this. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Command J twice. Make an extra layer so that we don't rasterize it. We have a free layer because the bottom layer. A lot of you guys ask me, why do I duplicate? Because the background layer is locked. I'm gonna show you guys the next image that I do. So this one right here, this is really cute. I like this. I feel like them is more important, or is the top more important? Right here, I feel like the top might be more important because it tells more of a story, like where they're at. For example, I can't see this top part. I know they're somewhere, but I think this is a tree, but I feel like this tree could tell more of a story if it was complete. So if I drag this up, this tree tells a little bit more of a story. It kind of almost evens the line out between both of their faces to kind of have it as an even third, right? A lot of this part is just extra elbow, extra arm, but I want them to be more of the center so they can tell more of a story and it can see us more where they're at. So I'm gonna come down a little bit. I think that's good because it's in the middle of both of their eyes. So I always tell you guys a perfect crop is when you crop at the eyes, but if it's two people, you want to get in between both of their eyes. So if they're embracing each other, I'm going to go in between, like a middle point between both of their eyes. So for example, right here's his eye, right here's her eye, and this in the middle of both of their eyes is his lips. So I'm going to cut it at his lips. Command 0, double click, and it's going to cut. Boom. And I feel like that tells an amazing story. It looks very even and it looks great, right? Command 0, nice. Same vibe. Same vibe, same vibe. So here, as you guys can see, this background image has a lock on it. So you can't rasterize or really change this. It stays the same. So you can't do as much as you could do on something like a layer 1 or a layer 2. I do it twice because, I don't know, I've just gotten that rule of thumb for it. So I could do this one, so I have 2 versions of it. So for example, if I start editing this one, I don't like it, I could just throw it away or delete it. Right, I could just boom, throw it away, delete it, and I can start over from this top layer, so I don't have to reduplicate the background again. So that's why I just do Command J twice, and I'm gonna go ahead and crop this. If I really wanted to, I could tell more of a story, and I can drag this down, and I could drag this part up. So now all I gotta do is I gotta stretch the background out. Right, I'm gonna double click. This part of the background is like not shown. Obviously, you wouldn't post it like this. I'm gonna go ahead to my what is this called? My rectangular selection tool. I want to go ahead and select as close as possible to my subject. You can do 2 things. I don't want to waste the credit, so I'm not going to use generative fill because I really could do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste the credit. It doesn't make no sense. I'm going to go Command T, right, on my what a thing called on my what a thing called my keyboard, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is unlocked up here. So you guys can see this little lock. If it's highlighted, it's locked. If it's not highlighted, it's unlocked. I'm going to show you guys what happens when it's locked. This is locked. When you zoom that bit out, oh, that bit, no, that's crazy. You don't want that, bro. Command Z, make sure it's unlocked. So now when you zoom it out, it just stretches. I'm going to hit enter, going to hit Command D. No one notices nothing. It looks the exact same as it did before. Same as everything over here. Get as close as possible to the subject, close as possible to her hair without touching her hair. Command T. The reason why you get as close as possible is because if you were to select less, it would stretch it less and it would look a lot less authentic. So for example, I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna select a lot less. I'm gonna select this right here. And now when I go Command T to stretch it over, that bit looks so unreal. Now when I double click, you could tell this. You could tell I did some shit. You could tell I done stretched that. Like, what's going on right here? That's blurry. We don't want that. So I'm gonna go Command Z. The more of the actual image that you select, the better it's gonna come out. So Command T, because it doesn't have to stretch. It doesn't have to stretch as many pixels. So if you're selecting, you know, only a little bit, it's selecting a lot. It's gonna be stretching a small amount of pixels. So now when it stretches those pixels out, it's gonna make them look so much worse because those pixels it's too little amount of pixels stretched. This right here is a good amount of pixels stretched. So now it doesn't look as bad. It looks straight. It looks good. It looks like it's a part of that blur. It looks like bokeh. It looks like a little bit of bokeh, right? So now this looks good. And I can go ahead and do a little bit of editing here if I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and open up another image in here. So I feel like one of these might be a good one right here. Him smiling, right click, edit in Photoshop. I'm going to stretch this one out as well because this is an amazing image. I want all of this to be seen. He's gripping on her. He's showing her love. He's embracing her. So I don't want to cut any of this. I'm going to go Command C. I'm going to drag on down. I'm going to drag this on up. And I'm going to go ahead and get those extra parts in there. So if I wanted to have these fill in without me actually stretching the background out, I can use a generative fill credit. Do I want to do that? Hell no, but I could. I'm going to hit generative fill, and if I double click, it's going to generate the two parts of that background that would look best in AI's eyes. In the eyes of AI. So it's going to pop up. Let's look. Generating. A lot of times it will look good. Sometimes it won't look good. So this right here looks straight. I can still tell this is AI because it's not from the actual image, because if you zoom in, it will show you guys. I'm going to show you guys how unquality it looks. If you guys zoom in, you can see, y'all probably can't see it, but you can see the difference in quality of the background. You see this right here? This is like a clusterfuck of what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Before, after. You see how like what is this? That's why I don't like using the AI, because what is this? What did they do to the grass? Like, why does it not look like real grass? Like, why'd you add shit? Like, what did you add right there? Like, no one told you to add anything extra that wasn't even there. This right here, like, what is this? Collard greens, asparagus? Like, why'd you add asparagus? I didn't add asparagus. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'll usually just go ahead and zoom it out, because it makes it look a lot more natural. They just started adding in, this wasn't even here before. They just started adding in fruits and plants. So I'm going to delete this one. I was just showing you guys that just to show you guys. And I wasted a credit just for you guys to learn some shit. So go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom all the way up to here. Get as close to her hair as possible without touching her hair. Command T. Make sure it's unlocked up top. Drag it on over. Hit Enter. Command D. Right here. Drag it on over. Command T. Drag it on over. Enter. Command D. And that's great because it just stretches over the pixels that were already there without creating pixels. When you create pixels, it makes it look fake. I'm going to hold Shift, hold Command, tap X. This is going to open up the liquify menu. I'm going to go Command plus. Go inside of here. I can do a lot of different things. If I feel like she has a double chin, I could pop that chin on up. I can go beep, 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 beep. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like it was a little bit too much. If I feel like it's too beep, beep. Oh, hold on, wait. Command Z. I'm going to go back to the main and go beep, 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 beep. If I feel like it was too much. There you go. I can do the same thing with him. I feel like something was off. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like her hair could be a little bit more, boom, we'll go ahead and make it look a little bit more seamless. That way it looks like, you know, everything was even. It doesn't make it look any type of, you know what I'm saying? Boom, fits it all out, makes her head shape look good. You know what I'm saying? Without her locks messing her up. Look good. A little bit of his shirt hanging out. If I want to pull this in, I can. I'm just showing you guys little things that I would look for. Like me, I'm an elbow guy. If the elbow is pointy, I'm getting that elbow out of here, man. That elbow's got to be unpointy. You know what I'm saying? If things are pointy, it doesn't really promote well. You want everything to look kind of nice and soft, especially when you're editing some love images. You know what I'm saying? These are love imagery. Love images. All right, I'm gonna zoom on out. Boom. Fix his head shape a little bit. That's good. I'm gonna go Command 0. I'm gonna go hit P to show before and after. Shows progress and preview it. Right. Boom. Just like so. If I want to bring this in more, if I wanted to, I could bring this in more. Right bracket, left bracket on your actual keyboard. The right bracket, which is right next to the backspace, and the slash next to P. So all these different keys are next to each other. You have P, you have left bracket, you have right bracket. So right bracket makes the brush bigger, left bracket makes the brush smaller. And the amount of the size that you should make the brush will depend on how much of it you want to, you want it to move. So if I only want this little part of her back to move, I wouldn't have the brush this big. I'll make the brush the same size of the inside of what I'm trying to move. So I'm trying to move this, I'll make it the same size of what I'm trying to move. With her back part right here, I want to make it the same size of what I'm trying to move. So just like that. Command P, hold P, and before, after, just like so. I'm gonna hit OK. And that's nice. You see the before, you see the after, before, the after. This is a great image. I can go ahead and exit this out if I wanted to, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix his hair a little bit, help him out. Up here, you guys can see maybe he had a hat on when he was in the car. Maybe he had his do-rag on or something. And I can just go ahead and just use the, I forgot what this is called, but this is the patch tool. So you use the patch tool, or you could even use AI if you wanted to. I don't feel like it makes sense to use AI. Another thing you could do is use the clone stamp tool. With the clone stamp tool, you will hold Alt on your keyboard, and it will turn like this. It will change the cursor to like this. So now you will select a sample set of what you want to create your brush as. So for example, I'm going to click onto this part of the hair. Now when I draw, it's going to draw this part of the head. Like if I wanted to extend his hairline or something like that, I could do that. Or if I want to fill in these little gaps, I could do that. So right here, I'm going to hold. I'm going to just brush a little lightly to fill in some of these gaps. Same thing here. Brush a little lightly, fill in some of these gaps. And if I hit this right here, it show before and after. Before, after, before, after. Very nice, slight, and easy things for you to be able to do to help out. Being someone who has a low cut as well, I understand that with the low cut, a lot of things you just can't control. You know what I'm saying? You got that low cut, you can't control how your waves curl. You know what I'm saying? You can't control that. You know what I'm saying? You can't control how taking the do-rag off looks after the do-rag's gone. You know what I'm saying? As someone with as a person with waves myself, you know, as someone who also has waves, you know what I'm saying? I have my wave cap on as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm surfing out here, really surfing. I'm not surfing at all, guys. I wish I was surfing. Not currently surfing at all. And then we can open up another one of these images if we really wanted to. We want to create some imagery, or I could just go ahead and crop this in here. If I hit C, I can go ahead and crop. I can change the as shot, and I will change it to 4:5, and now I can literally fit it inside of here however I want. Or I could make it bigger and stretch it out and show more of the scenery, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just not go into there. Go back to the regular scenery. I'm going to go see. I'm going to go as shot. I'm going to leave it like that, because now when I edit it, I'm going to stretch it out. So I'm going to right click, edit in Photoshop, and I'm going to stretch that background out. Waves are so hard to maintain, bro. You could lose them in a day. That's how hard waves are. You could lose them in a day, bro. You could lose them in a day, gang. They're in the middle third. You see that's even. A little bit of his arms coming on this side. A little bit of her knees coming on this side. It's an even photo. I'm going to go ahead and go default. Double click. Go ahead here. Zoom all the way as close as possible to her knee without actually touching her knee. Command T. And then drag this bad boy over, making sure it's unlocked. Just like that. Enter Command D. If I feel like this looks unreal, I could literally go Shift Command X. And I can go to the liquify menu and I can play around with this background. So I can literally lift it up and, like, you know, move around some more of those pixels so it doesn't look fake. Or move around some more pixels and bring those out as well so it doesn't look fake. Bring her dress point over and everything as well. Just like so. There we go, Command 0. And I'm gonna hit P, before, after, before, after. Hit OK. It'll show you before, after, before, after. This is basically a great image right now. I could really just take this and just save it. I'm gonna go ahead and select here, these little bits of trees out of the way. And this little part that I see that looks like it was a part of that pullover to make it look a little more real. And just start moving little stuff that I see that I feel like kind of gives that AI away. But it doesn't really need to, it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's a plant, that's a planter. Command 0, hit X, and then hit save. And when you save the images, they're gonna save right here into Lightroom when you used. Waking up with no do-rag, you're cooked. Yeah, very much true. So now when it has the number 2 above it, it shows you that there's 2 versions of this image, which basically shows you that you've already finished it. So this image is edited, this image is edited. So now when I export them, I can hold Command and take both of these and I can export them just like so. But I'm not done with the other images yet, but I'm just telling you guys that, you know, as a pre-notion. Yeah, edit in Photoshop, get these out of the way. These are gonna be some easy ones right here. Right click, edit in Photoshop. Right click, edit in Photoshop. These are all the little small vibes. I think she had a little bit of something on her head on this other one. I'm gonna try to get that off real quick. Command JJ as always. Command plus plus to zoom in. See that little piece right there on her head. And I think that was a little bit of sweat. So I'm gonna go ahead. I told her I would remove that. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that sweat. Bring it over just like so. Same vibe as before. There we go. Great. They're both glistening. You know what I'm saying? We call this beauty and love. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this piece too. Y'all see it. We're gonna get right. Shift Command X. Do a little bit of liquefying first. Zoom into there. Pull this bad boy on up there. Help her out a little bit. There we go. There we go. Command 0. Hit P. Cause I do things like this because I like when I'm shooting, I listen to clients. They're like, oh, make sure, like, or say like, oh, babe, my double chin, or oh, babe, this, or oh, I remember, and I listen to what they're saying to each other or saying to me. So now I know what to look out for when I'm editing, because I know where either the client's insecurities are, or I know where certain pain points are that they want to look different. So I don't even have to ask them like, hey, I was just wondering, do you want me to do blah blah blah? If I already feel like I know they're gonna say yes, you know what I'm saying? So it's already little stuff like that I'd be like, I know. We recreated this one look that we saw, and the guy in the example was picking her up, but I had him go down on one knee and kind of fake it, like he was picking her up so he could hold it more. So he was down on one knee. I had the POV mount on for this one, Command 0. I'm gonna hit crop to C, and I'm gonna take some of that air out of there, because I feel like I'm gonna hit C. I'm gonna take some of this sky out. I feel like the sky doesn't really matter, so I'm gonna just go like this, and now it's really more about them. Good, amazing, love it. X, hit save. Not all heroes wear capes, no cap. Bro, did you have consent? I literally just explained to you that I had consent, bro. I literally just explained how I know I had consent. LOL. All right, same vibe here. Command JJ. I'm gonna hit C. And I feel like more of his head kind of matters a little bit. I feel like, but then again, like this tells us, her finger right here tells a story with her. Maybe not all of her finger matters, but the finger does tell a story because it shows that she's gripping him and she's embracing him. Having his head in there wouldn't matter as much, like, but even though like it shows more of him because he's a part of it, but I feel like a little bit of it out of there would be good, because the real main focus is on her, and I want to show kind of like a little bit of what she's wearing to show a little more story. Double click. I think that's a good crop right there. I feel like that was a great crop. But yeah, I like that. I think that was a really great crop. And I don't think I have to do any much more to this image. I feel like it was a lot great done in inside of Lightroom already, so I don't think too much is really needed to be done with this. I like doing a lot of natural editing with the subjects. I would use my my pack right now, but I'm not gonna use that bit because I don't really need it. I ain't gonna go too crazy for real. I don't need it for real. So I ain't gonna go too crazy for real because I don't really need that bit right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need that bit right now, You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too crazy. Command 0. Okay, Command 0. Zooms out. Before, after. You can barely tell the difference. That's great. That's all that matters. You shouldn't be able to tell the difference, thug. Command 0. Oh, is that what is that right there? I seen it. Yeah, there we go. Command 0. Yeah, before, after. You can't even really tell. I love it. Hit the X, hit save. Yeah. So all these are set to, well, I mean, yes, it's 10 by 8, but it's 4 by 5, which is the same thing as 10 by 8, because 5 times 2 is 10, and then 4 times what's name is 8, because it's 4 by 5. So if I go to hit C to crop, it's 4 by 5. You see it? Ratio is 4 by 5, and it'll show you that the ratio that's 4 by 5 is basically an 8 by 10 ratio. It's the same exact thing, because 4 times 2 is 8, and 5 times 2 is 10. So 4 by 5 and a 5 by 10, 8 by 10 are they equate. Shift X, go inside of here, move this arm over a little bit because I feel like that just was too close. That was all good. I think everything else here was straight. Maybe go up a little bit on the chin a little bit. I think everything else here was good though. Yeah. Hit OK. Command 0. Great imagery, and just go ahead and fix the hair as well. And yeah. So I feel like that was a majority of what I really wanted to show you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and end this one for the Patreon. And if you guys, because I don't want to make you guys' videos too long. I want you guys to get in, get the information, edit with me, get the education, and go ahead and move on to the next one. So thank you guys so much for watching on Patreon. I appreciate you and I love you guys. I'm going to be leaving the links, not links, but the raw files down below for you guys to be able to edit with and along with me. So yeah, also don't forget to ask any questions down below that you guys want to see, things that I might not have said that you want to know. Until next time, taxi. 30 minutes left on the clock. Sheesh. 30 minutes with 30 left on the with 30 on the clock, boy. With 30 on the clock. Nah, I'm gonna keep going for y'all though. With 30 on the clock though. I'm gonna keep going for y'all though. 10 out of 10 crop. Yes, sir. Alright, about to fix a little hairline for y'all. Come in. I'm gonna show y'all the hairline before and after. I'm gonna show y'all how we fix that little thing. Literally the same vibe that I was showing before. We could literally have the patch tool, or we can use the clone stamp tool to be able to get it. So I kind of go with the patch tool and just draw and move it to a spot that looks kind of familiar or similar to it to be able to take a sample from. Same exact vibe again. Same thing again. No matter how small or big you make it, just like you see little browns in the hair, you can tell where the scalp is showing. So I'm literally just going based on where the scalp is showing. And when I say when you select with this tool, you want to make sure that everything that the tool touches is hair and not skin. So for example, if I touch everything here and now this is skin, when I go ahead and try to replace this somewhere else, it's not going to look right. You see what I'm saying? Because it's touching something that's not familiar to the actual, to this tool. So I'll make sure that it's not touching any skin. So if it's even right here, it's still going to have a little piece not going to look right. You see what I'm saying? So now if it's touching skin and I want to fix it, I'm going to go ahead and go to the clone stamp tool. And I'm going to go ahead and go hold option and get a sample set. I'm going to click wherever it is that I want to get a sample from, and I can draw on top of here. If you change your opacity down, it's going to be a lot less sharper, a lot less harsh on the when drawing. It's going to be a lot more lighter and easier for you to be able to control. So just like so, very lightly over it, same vibes over here. Hold option again, lightly over it, same vibe, lightly over it, lightly over it, lightly over it. This little fade right here, I see a little less, lightly over it, just very lightly, so that when you zoom back, the head looks good. You know what I'm saying? You see the before, you see the after. Before, after. The world would never know. You know what I'm saying? Zoom in. If I really wanted to make this bit sharp, I really could make it sharp. I have a whole option. I could really just go draw down this whole line of his hair and just keep selecting sample sets to make this the sharpest edge line ever. And I could take some hair from here and draw some sample sets to make his hair the sharpest, most cleanest. You know what I'm saying? If I really wanted to do some shit like this. So you see before, after. You could really, you know what I'm saying? To make it look a lot more like, oh shit, like that boy got a clean haircut. But I'm not gonna do that because it don't look as natural as I would like. So I'm gonna go Command Z. The same thing with this works with when you're using it to create a mustache, something. The same thing, the same framework works. I'm gonna leave it like that because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. Command Shift Z. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. Which one over here was it? Yeah. He has little natural spaces in between his hair, so I don't want to make it look too unreal. And it'd be the same thing that you could do right here. If I wanted to remove all this, I could, but I have to remove it out of every image. And it would also kind of make it look a lot less real. So I'm gonna remove some of these things. But I'm not gonna try to remove everything because I want it to look natural still. Hold Option there, and then just paste on top of here, just clicking. I don't really do too much dragging or drawing because you're gonna mess it up. I just do very small, subtle clicks to clean up certain things. Very small, subtle clicks to clean up certain stuff. You see what I'm saying? So this is before, after. The world would never know. Same vibe on all of these. If I really needed to, Command JJ, hit C to crop. The crop with her hand in it is going to be the best crop. Command 0, hit C to crop. I want to get her hand in this one for sure. Then again, I could just zoom out like this, so that way she's all the way in it, and I can do background, and I can select this part right here, and I can generative fill it, and hit generate and see what that comes out to. Taxi, the videographer, photographer, philosopher, and barber. Oh man, that's hilarious. I love that. That be always gonna hit my soul. Every time I take a shot, it hit me in that one spot. Jesus, it It hit me in that one spot. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Oh, yes, it did. All right, this is after. This actually doesn't look bad. I like it. Yeah, this looks good. Right click, merge down. Just like so. Now you got it before, after, before, after. Why is it lime green? Because my bottom layer is lime green. I should have changed it. But I forgot to change the background color. Not to lime green, but hey, I don't even know why it's lime green. Do I know? Hell no. Zoom in to Buddy's head. I'm going to pull some of this out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and help him out a little bit with a little wham bam and a slam down. I'm going to do a little slam down with a wham down. I'm going to do a little slam down with a wham down. And when you do it enough, bro, it becomes like second nature type shit. Like, it don't even be too much for real. Alright, same vibes over here. What did you say ginger is that? Oh yeah, it's ginger, turmeric, pineapple, and y'all know I'm juicing now. I don't know if y'all follow my TikTok, but I'm juicing and shit. You know what the fuck going on. So ginger, pineapple, orange. There we go. Ginger, pineapple, orange, turmeric, and then I put creatine in there just now, but yeah, that'd be good. It's like I filled the ginger to like this much, and then I put and coconut water also, by the way. Coconut water is in there too. I drink a glass a day so I can keep detoxing my body, so that way I don't hold or store too much like unhealthy fats in my body. Cause I've been gaining weight, but I've been mainly gaining fat. Ain't gonna lie. Like I be tracking my macros and stuff, but I've been gaining fat, and I ain't been gaining like protein type shit, like protein weight. You know what I'm saying? Real weight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna take anything right now that I can get, because I never was able to gain weight. So me gaining weight right now, I think it's because I'm being actionable for real. Like I'm actually really, really locked in and really trying and shit. So that's definitely what's doing it. I'm gonna hit X, hit save. Now it's gonna save to the main thing, main frame, main jam. Oh, I need to go ahead and save their video too, so I can go ahead and upload. I need to start uploading this video for them to I need to start uploading these videos to the WeTransfer, so they can have that bit and it'll already be ready. So I ain't even gotta be waiting and shit. Let me see. So I'm gonna send this to WeTransfer, so that way I don't even gotta, you know what I'm saying? I don't even gotta, you know what I'm saying, shawty? You know what I'm saying, shawty? I'm gonna create a link, and I'm gonna have that bit open only for a few days. So it's gonna be called Elopement Videos. Elopement Videos. Get the link, and now I'm gonna create the link for the WeTransfer so I can send it to the ad. There we go. Create, post. I need to post this video for this last video we just did for we're on. What did you do? Oh yeah, where we edit the video. All right, I'm gonna post this one right here. And be like editing and elopement recap video on. I'm sorry, bro. I'm FCPX slider. Now, all I'm saying. I'm FCPX slider. That's all I'm saying. I'm FCPX to the day I'm gone. Final Cut. If y'all don't know what that means Final Cut Pro X, gang. That means Final Cut Pro X. I'm FCPX. I'm FCPX till the day I gone. You hear me? I'm on FCPX today. I'm gone. I love FCPX. Yeah. You feel it? You did me? How many images will I deliver? Whatever. How many ever this is? Whatever the amount this is. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 photos. I will be delivering 19 photos. Respect. The juice game is underrated. It's very underrated. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm about to overrate that bit. I'm about to make sure in every way, shape, or form I'm using it to my advantage. I'm gonna be delivering 19 images. 19 images. They will be receiving 19. That's how many images there are right here. Edit in Photoshop. Why did I edit so many images? Because so their package came with 6 images. Their package came with 6 images, but I edited more because I'm trying to get deeper into the wedding game. So what does that mean? That means you need to build your portfolio, right? Cool. And you need to build your connection with people. When you over deliver, they like you more. So I'm over delivering because I want them to like me. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm pleading for love, but I'm over delivering because when I give it to them, I want them to be able to tell others like, oh my gosh, yes, Taxi's amazing. Blah, blah, boom, boom, yep. You know what I'm saying? He went the extra mile for us. You know what I'm saying? Those things matter when you're trying to grow a client base or build any form of clientele. You have to over deliver because you want them to, you know, see you as, you know, superior. You know what I'm saying? You want to see, you want to build that relationship. So that helps because now I build a relationship. Now they know like, oh yeah, bro, he goes above and beyond for his clients. We have to have him again. We got to use him at our baby shower. We got to use him at our wedding. We got to use him at whatever it is because him right there, he's going to go above and beyond for us every time. And anybody that we put him in connection with, he's going to go above and beyond for them because he went above and beyond for us. That's unintentional marketing right there. So that right there is an unintentional marketing loop that will help so much more than you think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh yeah. Here we go. Before, after, hit okay. I really just make sure I get like pimples going, little zits going. Like when they get like a when their package they get, does it come in like premium or nothing edits? I just make sure that they get like, you know, I make sure that they get at least their like, you know, zits or stuff like that going. So like, you know, on your wedding photos, you're not looking crazy. There we go, Command 0, just like so. Before, after. I'm gonna hit save. Same vibe over here. Pretty much done with this one. I can hit save on this one too, unless I want to like, you know, play with something of removing. Oh, Shift X. And they are amazing. So there's also that. Nah, for sure, bro. Like it's gonna, yeah, the images coming out as good as they did too are gonna be like, oh shit, like. And I have a heart, bro. Like I want people to have the best things. Like I want my clients to love the photos, like just not even because they're going to give me somebody else. I want them to love the photos because I want them to love the photos. Like it means more to me that you like the photos. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I want you to love them. Like and then they're photos of you, and this is like a memory for you. Like it's not about me. That's why it's like, bro, when it comes to over delivering, I just over deliver, bro, because this is your moment. Like I don't know, like maybe I, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I love this more than some people, but when it comes to over delivering, I always believe in over delivering because this is your moment, bro. Like I want it to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I connect to the love that you have for your partner, and I just try my best to like, you know, make things look a certain way, bro, because that's just what I do. And it's my work. And then once you learn how to get faster at making it look how you want it to look, you won't get as tedious over little things. You know, oh, this has to do this. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do this. This needs to look like this. This needs to look like that. Like you won't be, you know, so heavy on it. You know what I'm saying? And feeling like it has too big of a place in your business. Sorry, I be getting surgical at times. Out of nowhere, I get surgical and I get quiet. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta concentrate on how I'm moving this mouse. People probably think I'm using a Wacom tablet. Whole time I'm using a mouse. Whole time your boy using a mouse, cuz. Whole time using a mouse, gang. The little do you know. Whole time a mouse is being used. Command Shift X. What you know about me? I'm probably gonna get off and I'm gonna film the I'm gonna edit a wedding and I'm probably gonna film that for Patreon. I don't think I'm gonna edit the wedding on here. I might edit the wedding on Patreon. There's a lot of things I'm trying to get done today. It's just one of those things. So I'm gonna get them out of the way and then I'm gonna edit the wedding and I'm gonna because I also shot the wedding as well. So I have the wedding that I just came back from that was in Miami, and I'm about to edit that, and yeah, to get that out of the way. So I have to do edit wedding. I'm trying to get that all done before Sunday. I have a few bookings tomorrow. I have 2 bookings tomorrow. I have 3 shoots tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get a lot done today, and I'm gonna edit this for Patreon. I'm gonna edit the wedding for Patreon. Yeah, because I already got my live out for the day. Cool, and then everything more in depth or more personal I can do on Patreon. I just thought I formatted my SD. My Nana's picture is still on there, and the way my soul left my body, bro. No cap, bro. That feeling is unexplainable. Like the amount of drop that just happens, like that needs to be studied. That needs to be studied. It turns out you back them up. Yeah, bro. That needs to be studied. Like that feeling of like immediate like trauma, like that immediate like it's like a death in our body. Like that immediate drop, that needs to be studied by like the Most High. Like that needs to be studied by like whoever got the computer to study that. That needs to definitely be studied. Oh, let me see. I need to write something else down for myself. I need to upload there, so I need to do Mia thumbnails. Okay, I need to make sure I upload those too for you guys to see. Should I upload the final videos of my weddings to the Patreon for you guys to watch and like ask questions on? Like, should I do that and be like final work or like something like a should I make a collection for you guys to watch my portfolio? I don't know if that makes sense. So you guys like ask questions on it. I don't know for the Patreon. I don't know if that makes sense or not. Bro, I was sick. I said, dang, I'm no longer finna be the favorite grandchild. Now that's actually insane. That would be crazy. Yeah, it's on YouTube, but like, I don't want y'all to ask questions on YouTube. I'm not gonna answer them if that makes sense. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna not answer them, but on the YouTube videos, I think I'm gonna turn off the comments on my portfolio work because I don't want to hear shit nobody gotta say because I didn't ask for a critique. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to watch it. So I might, on those particular videos, I might turn comments off and like just make it to where you could view. Yeah, let me write that in my comment. Let me write that in my thing. Turn portfolio video comments off. Turn portfolio video comments off. Yeah, turn the portfolio video comments off. Because that would help me out a lot. Because I mean, no one comments anything ever but on those things. But like, you get what I'm saying. Fire emojis be cool, but somebody out of nowhere is going to come and be like, oh, this fucking sucks. And I'm not going to see it until like a year later. And like a few of my clients are going to probably see that comment and be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You'll be like, damn. I'll be like, well, damn. Because then part of me thinking about like, should I make another YouTube channel for them to be able to go watch it on, like, you know, where it says like a YouTube channel called Taxi Media LLC, and then like, you know, put all of my portfolio work on that. But then it's like I have a playlist anyways on my regular YouTube channel, so I don't know, right? Because my mind says like, oh, keep everything in house. If I keep everything in house, then I don't have to create a new YouTube channel. I can just keep it the way I have it. But if I don't create anything in house, then I would have a portfolio page that's like, you know, I don't know what makes more sense, but. I really don't want to make another YouTube channel just for portfolio work. But I mean, if it just makes the most sense to do, then I would. Because I guess like clients would come, like they would be like what's it called? Like they would be like oh, like where's it at? They see my YouTube channel, but I would have a playlist like, you know, listed with like my work or videography work or something. Oh, okay. I mean, that would be valid. If they want feedback or questions answered, that would be helpful, right? That's what I was thinking, like having it on the Patreon so you can ask. If you want to, you know, if you want to ask questions about the video, you can do that. But if I put it on YouTube and you guys ask questions about the video, it's not really going to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's not going to help me out, but it ain't really going to be that helpful. For real, for real. Nah, this is straight. Don't make another channel if you're essentially doing the same body of work. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, cause I'm like on that channel, all I would do would be posting my like full videos. But it's like I would want all the analytics to still go to the same page. Like if I posted on my main channel, then it would just be a part of my work. Like you guys would just see like, oh shit, yeah, this is a film that he did. Like this is a part of his work, and like this is what he creates. Like this is just showing you guys, you know, real raw, unfiltered of like what he did, and I was showing you what he's capable of and shit like that. All right, it's 6 o'clock. I need to make some food. I think after I'm done with these videos, I'm going to go ahead and hop off live. I think I'm going to hop off live. My last video is performing really good. It's a 1 out of 1. I mean, a 1 out of 10. So I think I'm going to hop off live, and then I'm going to try to get my food together to eat. Get my food together to eat, and also edit this video for Patreon and edit those photos for Patreon. That's what I might do, because my stomach's starting to hit. And my stomach started to hit, I stopped focusing and I can't speak correctly. So shit just everything started just flopping and flabbergasting and going the wrong direction. Merge down. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have not already, please subscribe. If you haven't watched the last video, watch it. If you're not in the Discord, I'm going to drop the link in the chat for you guys to be able to see it and go and join the Discord. If you haven't subscribed to to Instagram or anything like that, go and do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me see. We were pretty deep today. We had a lot of viewers today. It was pretty crazy, actually. I'm not going to lie. It made me feel really good. Having that many people watching made me feel pretty good. I just know that today was like a lock-in day for me. I just got back from Miami, like literally today, and I'm about to just start really crunching in all this editing like for tonight. So if I can get like the wedding done tonight, like the wedding video done tonight, or the I don't know, I might try to get the wedding video or the cooking video. Part of me wants to get the cooking video out of the way. If I do the cooking video, and then she can get out of my hair, and I'll be done with that, so I don't have to think about it again. But we'll see, because I might do that because it's easier, and then the wedding I could really like, you know, curate, take my time with. But I don't know, because I got 2 birthdays tomorrow and a branding session tomorrow. So whether or not I have actual time tomorrow to do like, you know, hard work, like I have time today to do hard work. So I might do the wedding today. I don't know yet, bro. I really don't know, because I'm like, oh, you know, the wedding's gonna be a lot harder to edit. So I might focus on doing the video first and then knock the photos out afterwards. But I'm gonna see. Is this cat hungry? I don't know, because like he's meowing loud, so I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know if he's trying to be rude and he hears me speaking and he's like, you know what, be quiet, boy. But I'm trying to see, because whenever I have the time to do the focused work, I'm gonna do it. So if I feel like I have time to do the focused work on, you know, what matters more, which is like, you know, the wedding. If I have time to do focused work on the wedding, then I'll go ahead and get the wedding out of the way. If I feel like after I'm done eating, I have only time to do, you know, like because like editing the wedding is not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of brain work. But editing the cooking show is not going to be easy either. But it's easier than the wedding because it doesn't take as much brain work. Everything's just chronological order. It just makes sense. The wedding, I got to edit to the beat, make sure that the everything fits. But then again, the cooking show is kind of like aggravating too, because there's a lot of different audio devices I got to match up. I don't know. They got to get done regardless. But the wedding happened first, so I guess it would make me look better if I get the wedding done faster. Because the client could be like, oh, you know, yeah, he's fast with it, he's quick with it, like he's amazing, and then make me look better. So we'll see. Because I filmed that cooking video on Tuesday, and it's Thursday. So touching that is kind of like doesn't really need to get touched. Yeah, we're gonna do the wedding first. Sorry, I literally just talked to y'all out loud about how my damn brain works. Y'all literally just heard the entire processing of how I talk to myself. Actually very crazy. Y'all might see me as a weirdo, but I don't care. Real raw unfiltered. I've been working on the hoodies, guys, bro. I've been working on the damn hoodies, bro, and they're gonna be so hard, bro. Hardest working human and perfection kill humanity. Those two hoodies are about to be my favorite hoodies, bro. My favorite sayings, my favorite hoodies. Those are gonna be so tough, bro. I really feel like perfection killed humanity. Everybody wants to use AI today, and everybody wants to be perfect, and it's literally killing our human traits. It's gonna be amazing. I'm telling you guys. Like, it's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so tough. I'm gonna have like some cool ass. I'm gonna have like I think I'm gonna have like gray, like a deep gray, and then like cocoa brown, like, you know, like to give that winter arc, because like, so the color's gonna be like, you know, winter arc gives bear, wolves, shit like that. So that deep gray is gonna be like that wolf gray, like that lock-in gray. You know what I'm saying? That lock-in, like the wolves lock when a wolf wants some shit that they want and they want to go gun that bitch down. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get that bitch by any means. They're gonna lock in on it. They're gonna go get that bitch. And then a bear, same thing with that cocoa brown, that bear brown, that wilderness, that wilder bear brown. Yeah, that bitch gonna give you that. You know what I'm saying? That winter lock-in, he going into hibernation, locking in the lab. You know what I'm saying? Getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? Really getting surgical on shit for real. That surgical bear, amazing. I love for everything to have meaning. I don't ever want to create anything that doesn't have meaning. And I feel like that's like the biggest thing to me, is like making sure that everything that I create that leaves my hands has some form of meaning to it. And that's like the overall goal. That be the overall goal. That be the overall. That be the overall goal. That be the overall. That be the overall goal. Hey, let's see. I think I'm about to hop off. Let me see. I'm about to finish these though. Cause my stomach is cussing me out. My stomach's cussing my ass out. I ain't gonna lie. Felt good being back watching the stream. I miss it here, right? I think I'm gonna do them less often. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I think I'm gonna drop more YouTube videos more frequent and stream less. I don't know if that makes, cause you know how I was doing the daily thing. I might stream less and drop videos more frequent. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I streamed less but dropped a YouTube video every single day, even Saturdays and Sundays, I feel like that would like be more powerful than focusing on making the stream every single day. But I also feel like when I stream, I want it to kind of be like an event. Like today, me starting back streaming after 2 days of off, it was big. It was like 20 people came in here. Like one of our one of our biggest concurrent viewer streams. Like having the most viewers still watching the video. Like even after I got to the intro, like that was crazy. Like, so today we had a lot of viewers watching. So I want that vibe every time I go live. You see what I'm saying? So in order for me to create that scarcity, you know, it's marketing at the end of the day. In order for me to create that scarcity, what I got to do is I have to create, you know, demand. So I have to be absent, you know what I'm saying, in order to create a demand for taxi. If I'm not absent, there's no demand created for taxi. So if I'm doing lives every day like I was doing before, there's no demand. But if I'm doing every single day YouTube videos, there's still a demand, because that's what y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the behind the scenes videos, those things. People don't want to always watch the lives. So I'm like, okay, what can I give you guys more of that you're liking? So I did the 30 days straight, 60 days straight of live. So now I'm going to be doing, you know, still do my posting every single day and seeing how what I learned from going live every day, I can implement into my YouTube videos to make those videos better, to now when I do go live, every time it hits. So everything is just trying to get strategic with it, trying to make everything make sense. Because I want it to be like, you know, on days where everybody's majority available to watch the live, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe those are the days that I go live or whatever, and everybody in this bitch and that bitch jumping, like, you know what I'm saying? It's the biggest live out of the whole week or whatever. Or just whenever I have time, so I can catch you off guard. Because before I had a schedule, and it was like, you know, oh, we know Tyke's going to be live today. He's going to be live today. Like, he goes live every single day. I'm going to be there. Some people would pop up, some people wouldn't. So the thing now is I think I'm going to catch people off guard. Like, I might not go live tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow. You don't know what time. And then out of nowhere, I'll just go spark live, and boom, I catch you off guard wherever you're at. And you're going to want to watch it because, damn, I ain't seen the taxi in a minute. Let me go join that bit. But a YouTube video, that's going to help me regardless. I'm just compounding on that. Like, I'm not worried too much about my YouTube videos blowing up. I know I'm going to make it one day. I'm not worried about, you know, flopping or anything, because I know I'm going to make it one day. So I just got to keep dropping. If I keep dropping, I'm going to make it. Like, there's really no question of me making it. Like, I'm guaranteed to make it. You know what I'm saying? So no one's ever worked super hard towards one direction or one thing and not made it. So I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? They've either given up or stopped in between. You've never kept going and and not ever made it to your destination. You're gonna make it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You keep swimming in one direction, you're gonna find an island that has your name on it and that has some type of food. You just gotta keep going towards that direction. So that's kind of the framework of how I'm playing these games with YouTube and content. It's a long game, and I understand that I have to build a community and build you guys, and we gotta all be friends and shit for a long time. I know that. I understand that, and I'm not tripping. I'm saying, because my whole goal is to give out free game and make sure that everybody's learning and able to, use the information that I give you to change your current situation with that damn camera you got. I'm starving. I need to go make some goddamn food because goddamn, I'm talking too much. I'm about to watch the podcast right now. I'm gonna put the podcast that I'm watching into the Discord. I'm gonna go put that in there right now. The podcast I'm watching right now, I'm gonna go put it in Discord. I got y'all. It's gonna be under the what's it called? Personal development channel. I'm gonna put that in there what I'm watching. Under the personal development channel for you guys to watch that bit. Alright, I just posted it in there. Alright, I just posted that in there. Alright, I'm about to hop off, gang. I love you guys. Make sure to let me know down below and like this after it's closed. And let me know what I did great, what I did good, whatever. Things of that nature. I love you guys. Until next time. Taxi. We out. Yeah.